All right, folks, how we all doing?
We're doing.
We're doing.
Yeah.
Yes, Bill. Matt said, "Well, hang on a bit. See if you fall asleep."
Yeah, we were hoping.
Evening, Bill. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Dave.
Hello, Dave. You're my wife now.
Hello, Dave. Dave.
So who's been celebrating the resurrection then?
Couldn't give a fuck.
Only if they're going to fucking resurrect Lenny.
I was thinking.
I'm agnostic. I'm waiting until I die, and then if I arrive at the pearly gates, if there are pearly gates, and the big man's up there,
then you can go.
I'll say, "Forgive me." Apparently, that works.
Hopefully, you'll arrive at the pearly gates and not the pearly necklace.
Well, that could be a sticky situation.
Yep.
It could be worse. He could end up with Tyler and his raccoon boner.
That's it. I'm going down. I am not going up. There you go. You see, we've had the resurrection of Lisa.
Yep.
Everybody send big loves out to Lisa. She had operation this week.
The fuck is that? Illuminati?
I'll just go with that instead.
I love the Illuminati.
No, I do not love the Illuminati.
That's what you just done there. That's I love the Illuminati. Triangle, bitch.
Good evening, David. Oh. I'd like to say it's been a lot of fun last couple of weeks, but it really hasn't.
Just
at least last Saturday were good at the gig.
As Matt said in the chat last night, the other night, I don't think any of us have really had the best start to 2026.
Nope. Especially if you're a prisoner of a certain category.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear, what a shame. I'm sad, never mind.
Mm-hmm. But all we can do, learn from it.
That's one thing. We're knocking off all these prisoners. It's saving the taxpayer a lot of money.
Yeah. Oh, talking to prisoners, have you seen that they've definitely said that now that Charlie won't Bronson?
Sorry, you broke up there.
Yeah, broke up a bit.
They've said that Charlie Bronson won't get out.
Really?
That don't surprise me.
Right. So whether people know Charlie is or whatever, or follow Charlie, right? Career criminal, yeah. Done bad things, yeah. Blah, blah, been in prison a long time, yeah. Has he ever touched a kid? No. Has he ever murdered anyone? No. Been in prison 50 years, and you refuse to give him his freedom, but you'll give it to paedophiles.
Yep. How many times has a certain ex-glam rocker fucking got out and offended within days?
But the bonus with that certain glam rocker is, sadly, and you can see on...
I know. He
looks like he's going to die soon.
Oh dear. How sad.
I don't know. The system.
I think we all know the system's fucked.
Oh, yeah.
We know that. I mean, well, Charlie, he got sent down for armed robbery. He were holding people up with a fucking banana in his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
He was an idiot.
Well, we know that.
That's basically what he was.
He was, don't get me wrong, he was a dangerous idiot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's a fucking pensioner now. What danger's he going to be?
Must be in his 70s now.
Aye.
72, I think. Off the top of my
I
head.
mean,
don't get me wrong. I won't try and tackle him still, but
I'd have him living next door to me without any problem because he's not a danger to like children or he's, he is what he is. Being an idiot.
In a way, he's like Chopper down in Australia.
Mhm.
If you're just a normal gadget, he'll leave you alone.
Yep. But fuck with him, you're in trouble.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, yes. Hold on, I've seen he's 17. Good music.
Oh,
really.
don't repeat it. Don't repeat it.
Well,
'Cause
can't we
he
block?
got timed out for that.
Can we block people? There's no need for this abuse.
No, we don't want him blocked. We want him to stay now.
Oh, God.
If that's any idea of that new song you're doing, mate, give up now.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Oh, yeah, but Chopper were another fucking head case.
Yeah. There's plenty of people like that.
Oh, yeah. That's why we enjoy reading up about them.
I just don't get why people in positions.
You don't want to know, Bill. Let's just say it's been a fucked up couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Even more
He's got
than the
the
usual.
power.
Yes, you do, Lisa. You wield that banhammer proud. Well, yeah, music news.
Yeah, there's a new music shop in Barnsley. May have visited it today. Vlog coming up on Wednesday.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
And also, Anthrax released something. The name of the album. Ooh!
Yay.
Which is Latin, apparently, for something along the lines of the last thing.
It's
or
like
something like that. Well, yeah. It basically is like it implies that it's the last album, but they just thought it sounded good.
No, they're saying that, but what it's really lasting for. We will release this album eventually.
Yeah. This single better be fucking amazing, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, but Bill,
I am getting sick of hearing how good the album is.
we want to hear
It's
how
the
good it is.
best thing they've done so far.
Yeah, but Bill, there's nothing wrong with the receipt.
I already have an idea for the cover up of the tattoo on my right calf. Put it that way. Just in case.
Igor, by the way.
It is actually. It is. It's the big eye, which is the logo for Igor.
They're on a Damnation Festival in Manchester in December.
Third build.
I
think that's the highest build at any fucking highest bill.
I think
at any fucking festival.
Yeah, Carcass have been added to bill as well.
I mean, there's a lot of big bands, obviously, but I mean, they're like lower down than Igor, which surprised me, and I think it surprised them as well.
Actually, I looked at tickets for that other day, and for a 2-day festival, I don't think it's bad. 147 quid for 2 days.
That is actually really good.
Hold on. 147. I'm turning into a Yorkshireman. 147 quid.
Yeah, but it's a 2-day festival.
I don't care. When we went to Monsters of Rock, we
Well,
were
yeah.
talking pounds.
Come on, that was what, 40,
We got there for 25
40
quid.
years
All
ago.
right. I think last time we went, we should have got a refund. We fell asleep at the case.
Can we
Well,
have that time
you
back,
can't
please?
see it, but I am representing. This is my Igor cap. It is stitched in there. It says Igor, but it's in black, which was a really good idea.
Black on a black cap.
Mm-hmm.
That's good marketing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, their marketing is really poor, actually. I'm hoping that now they're getting a bit more attention, that they're going to get somebody to take over the marketing side, because I think Gautier has been doing it all.
Yeah.
But they've had the same line of T-shirts up on their website for about 4 or 5 years, and it's all out of stock. Hasn't been updated. It's all out of stock. You cannot get anything except for a small in any T-shirt.
Well,
Or the baby T-shirts. Sorry, I forgot about that.
That sounds a bit like EMP.
But yeah, it's fucking
small
awful,
and
man.
extra small in everything.
Yeah.
I might get an extra small on my arm, just to...
Yeah.
I might get it on my big toe.
Well, we've ordered a couple of the Phil Campbell tribute shirts. Got them on pre-order.
Yeah. Yeah, they look good.
Hopefully they'll be here soon.
Barf. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but well, the emotional line is, how much more blacker could it be? None more.
Could be Vanta Black, which is the blackest of blacks.
It's black.
It is the absence of all light.
It could be none more black.
It absorbs light. It is that black. Basically the colour or tone equivalent of a black hole.
Black hole sun.
Yep. And other music news as well, as we were talking about before we started. Merciful Fate and King Diamond members have reformed under the name of Lex Legion.
Yep.
And Crowbar are going into the studio to work on new stuff.
They'll have an album out before Anthrax, then.
Yes, they will.
And Kerry King, they're in the studio. Oh, they're going in the studio this month. So that'll probably be out before.
I'm going to buy this album purely because it's taken so long.
But you just know the Kerry King album's just going to sound like Slayer.
I noticed that with his first one. It did sound a lot like Slayer, yeah. And I can't put why.
Yeah, go figure.
I just don't get it.
Were you really surprised?
No, but people have actually been putting that on Facebook. Oh, it sounds a lot like Slayer. You know that bloke on there?
You know that bloke with the bald head and the big beard? Well, he wrote most of the Slayer riffs.
Yeah.
Oh, Rob Zombie. You know, I got a bit bored of Rob Zombie's music. To be
Like Dragula. Dragula's a good song.
I like Rob. He's just some of his music's got a little bit
Samey?
yeah.
Boring?
Yeah.
Just like Ministry?
I like Ministry, but
But
I
they went the same way. They just
it has got
started
boring.
sounding samey and boring.
Al's retiring.
Is he?
Yeah, he's doing one last album, so that'll be out before Anthrax.
Can't say I'm disappointed.
Yeah, he's doing one last album, and then he said that's it. He said,
Yeah.
This is it. He's
I
retiring.
haven't liked anything they've done since Psalm 69.
favourite album of theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's
Fucking
everybody's
album.
favourite Ministry album because it was just fucking awesome.
Every
It was
fucking song
relentless.
they were a banger.
It was
Yeah.
relentless. Every track, yeah.
Took eggs.
Yep.
I mean,
start
yeah.
to finish, just banger after banger.
Yeah.
Jesus Built My Hot Rod, the backstory behind that was great. The fact that they were all drunk when they recorded it.
Maybe a few other substances.
Maybe.
Especially what's his face from the Butthole Surfers when he did vocals.
Oh, he fell off the stool, didn't he? He actually fell off the stool while he was trying to sing it.
Got to love that though when stuff like that's recorded in a live environment. You get all the little fuck ups, and it becomes like legend.
Yeah.
Because even I was watching, you know, the guy that's now playing guitar for Igor Martin. I was watching him talking about the recording process and like how he came up with the riffs and that kind of thing. And he was saying when they were recording, it was one of the main tracks. I think it was Demoni. There was actually a fuck up. He hit when it was one of the last chords of the main riff, and he actually hit the wrong chord. But it sounded that fucked up and weird that they decided, no, we're keeping that.
Yeah. Well, it's
And
like
they wouldn't have got that if it was like, right, here's what you need to play,
Yeah.
rehearse it, and then we're going to do it take after take after take. They just went in, they just went, right, fuck it, hit record, I'm going to play it now, and just done it.
Yeah. It's like, can't remember his name, bass player out of Lamb of God when they recorded cover for Kerosene. If you really listen to it, right at the end, you can hear him screaming down pickups for his bass.
Yeah, microphonic pickups. There's loads like that. Apparently, I can't remember what. It's a really famous old rock tune, classic rock. And apparently, if you listen really closely during the recording, you can actually hear the vocalist going, "Fuck it!" It's a really famous fucking old classic rock band. It's either Led Zepp or fucking.
He never actually ended up on the demo. But when my old band, when we recorded demo, vocalists were doing his takes, and listening back to one of the takes for one of the songs, you could just hear something faint in background. So all hold him out. Oh, fuck off.
I remember seeing my old, the last band that I was in, the Lufthansa Heist, and we were in recording our EP, and the guy that done it, he's worked with a lot of big bands now, and the recording process, it was really it was a lot of fun. It was just so chilled.
Yeah.
But he would go in with each part, you know, if it was guitar, he'd get the guitar to do, you know, the same parts at least fucking 5 times, and then just pick the best parts of each. Basically what you do in home recording, he just applies it to the studio, take the best part of each take, piece it together, and that becomes the best take overall. But he done the same with the vocals. So I was in recording, it was one of the best tracks on the EP. It was called MK Ultra, and there's a bit on it when I'm doing this kind of fucking Corey Taylor bit. It's, you know, when he does his kind of calm, proper singing voice.
Yep.
Because I've been doing like loads of growly vocals all the way through it, and then it just kind of cuts to this really mellow section, and then just before everything comes back in, there's like a kind of, it's almost like a reversed echo, reverse reverb, where it kind of goes. But when he done that, I'd fucked up, or I thought I'd fucked up on my take, and I went balls, and he kept it in. He didn't tell me because he thought it was brilliant. And if you listen, I've still got it. If you listen to the actual take, he's done it. It's kind of hidden, but it's became like a part of the track. He's used it as like a kind of effect. The way processed the vocal, just that particular word, me going balls. It's fucking brilliant. It's like it does the and everything goes abruptly, just goes quiet, and then it goes balls. And everything goes bang back in again. Fucking brilliant, man. But yeah, he didn't tell us about it, and then he sent us the final master. We'd already put it out on like Spotify and fucking YouTube, everywhere. Bandcamp, SoundCloud, fucking put it on every fucking platform we could. And then it wasn't until we'd done that we were still talking to him back and forward, saying, by the way, this sounds fucking awesome. Thanks very much. And he went, oh, gee, kept that balls, by the way. And I was like, you fucking bastard. And I hadn't noticed. But now that he told me, it's all I fucking hear. But it's cool because it takes me back to like when I was recording it. Do you know what I mean? So it instantly fucking takes me back to being in the studio doing that fucking take. It was brilliant, man.
Well, I mean, we've mentioned this before. Music these days, especially with all editing tools that we got, can just sound too perfect.
Yeah.
And music ain't meant to be perfect.
No. Well, that's why even Bobby and
Hey, David.
Scott.
Got it last Saturday.
Yep, Bobby and Scott. Both Bobby Torres, that is Brightbox, for those that don't know, and Scott, Chernobyl Audio. That was twice, by the way. That was only twice I said his name.
Fucking go steady.
So we've only got one. I only have one more. Then he is summoned. But they both will tell you that when you're doing the drums, don't have everything slap bang on the grid. Like your kick, your snare. Too many bands have that line up exactly on the grid. And you're just creating more fucking trouble for yourself because it's a nightmare to fucking distinguish the two. If you take like maybe the kick ever so slightly early and the snare ever so slightly late, you hear everything and it sounds more human. And
it has more of an impact.
Recording.
Because if you have them both hitting at the same time, like you say, you're going to lose one.
Mm-hmm.
Or go with a Metallica approach and have the drummer playing something completely different.
And then just totally sample and replace him throughout the whole song.
Yeah, and have it soulless. No, but it does work though. I mean, it can make like MIDI drums sound really human.
Yeah.
Because I remember with one of the covers that that guy that I watch on Twitch, the vocalist and guitarist of Zealand Ardor, Manuel. I sent him one of my covers and he was listening to it and he was like, the drums are really good. He's like, did you do that in the studio? And I was like, no, that's drum software. That's Extinction Level Event by Spectre Audio.
Yeah.
And he was like, holy shit. He thought it was real drums, but it was down to the fact that everything wasn't slap bang on the grid.
Yeah.
I'll go in. Hey, don't get me wrong, I'm making more work for myself by doing it, but when you hear the final result, it works because it sounds more human. If you do the rolls, like if you do it on a MIDI keyboard, especially if you do like the fills on a MIDI keyboard, you're actually playing it then.
Yeah.
Instead of going in and programming it onto the line, and it will sound like it's got, each hit will sound at a different strength and it will sound off time, just like a real player.
This is it. I'm saying, even if whether I'm programming them or if I use pre-made grooves, I'll still go in and take the time to sort of manipulate the MIDI.
Humanize it. It makes a big difference, man.
I mean,
really big.
At least doing the velocities is pretty easy in Studio One because there's a macro built in where it'll just alter the MIDI for you the whole lot by 25%. But then when it comes to say if there's any double kick or blast beats, then I'll reduce them down a bit further as well.
Ableton's got a nice wee function. If you say for talking sakes, you've got the verse and you have it so that each section, like the verse, chorus, middle, is all separated into its own section. You can click in one of those sections, and on each of the drums, you can go down and you can hit randomize, and it will randomize the velocity of every note, the strength of every hit.
Yeah.
Sometimes it comes out a bit. So you still need to go in and
manipulate it,
change bits, but overall it does work.
Yeah.
Saves you a lot of time.
Same in Studio One.
It's a nice wee feature.
Yeah. And then you can sort of like humanize it when it takes it off the grid. But even when I've done that, I'll still go in just to make sure that you're still not getting, even if it's off the grid, you're still not getting them hitting together.
It makes EQing the drums a whole lot easier as well. If you bother EQing it, because most drum software these days, it's already processed.
Yeah,
You don't really need to do a lot.
Nah.
Especially that extinction level event.
Yeah.
That is honestly the best one I've used so far, and I've used
there's a couple
Krim, Drums Against Humanity.
Yeah.
Stephen Slate drums, which for a long time was the best that you could get, and then extinction level event. I've deleted Stephen Slate drums. I've deleted the fucking Drums Against Humanity, Krim. They're all gone now. Since the update on extinction level event, because you've got about 14 different kits now.
Yeah. Well, I've still got all my software at the minute, and I'm actually testing a couple more out at the minute. And the reason why I do that is so it's not sounding the same all the time, if you know what I mean.
Another thing I started doing as well. So I can't remember who it was I saw doing it. I think it was Scott. But it was one of the guys that I always watch anyway. But they tune the snare to whatever the main root note of the chord is.
Yeah.
They'll tune the snare so that it's either the same note or it's a harmonizing note.
Yeah.
And it makes a big difference. And I'll sometimes change up the snares, the actual snare itself, or change the kick, whatever. I don't always use the same kits on every track.
But I have also, in the last couple of tracks I've put out, adding extra snare samples, sort of lower down it mix, just to build their sound up.
Yeah,
especially like say a room snare sample as well.
That's the good thing about ELE. You can go in and it's got room mics for every fucking drum and the overheads as well. It's got room mics, and you can bring it up. You can even compress or whatever every fucking channel.
True, Bill. True. Yes.
Lars prefers a biscuit tin.
Fucking did on St. Anger. Okay, now. Oh, the fucking horrible sounding snare.
You know how when you were kidding on that you were a drummer when you were young, you would get the pots and pans and barrels out and shit? That's what he actually did.
Yeah.
Gwendolyn had the biscuit tins out the other day, banging on them with spoons. That's
where she still sounded better.
She was doing Lars impressions.
Yeah.
You still sounded better than Lars.
She was in time.
There's a video. I think it was Lemmy's birthday, where he was on stage with Metallica.
Oh,
You'll know-
when they were dressed up as the Lemmys.
and Lemmy comes on stage and he plugs in like always, and Lars starts hitting the drums, and Lemmy turned round and just looked at Lars as if to say, "What the fuck is he doing here?"
That would have cut to the bone, man.
It was one of those looks off Lem, which was just one of them looks of like, can't you play any better?
See them fucking drumsticks? You know where they're going in a minute, son.
Just, I don't know. I have not liked, and this was without a word of a lie, I have not liked one album since Injustice for All.
That was a good album.
Yeah.
That was the last of the good albums, and I don't even like the Black Album. I like the odd song, and the same with all the following albums. I like the odd song off of each of them, but as an album, the last good album was Injustice.
See, I'm not listening to all of 72, but the songs that I have heard off it, it's like,
Do you know the strange thing with that album? If you listen to and play it live, it sounds better than the album.
That's because Lars doesn't know the actual timing and plays at about double speed.
It's like he's got somewhere to be.
Yeah, back in front of a mirror looking at himself. I've got to laugh. The video for one, he's actually got mirrored skins on his toms so that he could look at himself while he's playing. It's hilarious, man.
The best.
Oh yeah, I remember that, Lisa. I remember that. That's because he was off his face back then, though.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, on this day in history, Ozzy were off his tits. Just any day. Any day.
Oh, speaking of Osborne, big fucking metal news. Sid from Slipknot and Kelly have split.
Oh, yeah.
Are you surprised?
No.
Looking at her.
She was gorgeous, man. She was gorgeous. And what has she done to herself, man? She hasn't had surgery. I still believe she hasn't had surgery, but she has done something.
She's
the weight
on
loss drugs, or she hasn't eaten. I don't know. She's
I
denied
think
it all.
I'm sorry.
I think she says, man,
I think it's down to I think she's still grieving.
she is struggling, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that for a second.
I don't think she's eating properly.
No.
Obviously, she's still grieving.
She's skeletal.
Yeah, that's obviously terrible. But whatever she's doing to lose that weight, that ain't just grieving.
She was a gorgeous lassie as well, man.
It's dangerous. It's what it is.
It is. It is. That's the thing about the weight loss. The weight loss jabs, though, is like, and it's been scientifically proven recently, actually, that you need to stay on them, because as soon as you hit your target weight and you're like, I'm happy, and you stop taking the jab, your metabolism kicks back in again, back to the way it used to be, and you start absorbing more fucking sugars and more fats. Yeah, I think I remember her saying that both her and Sharon were on that.
I mean, the thing is you've got some, I can't remember what like clothing line it is, has employed her now as their like head of fashion. What the fuck example does that set? There's something. I'm sorry, I'm not, but
that's why they've chose her, though. Because we all know for decades the fashion industry's been obsessed with skeletal figures.
Size zero, you know.
It's been going back decades, this.
It's sick.
Yep.
Especially talking from the 90s onwards, when you got all these so-called supermodels.
You shouldn't look at a woman if they're oversized, like size zero. Fuck off.
Yeah, bollocks.
I don't care what you say. I mean, I've spoken to like guys in America that used to wrestle in the past, and they were all saying, you know, I was down at a body mass index, a BMI of 0, and I'm like, that's not healthy.
No.
Even a doctor will fucking tell you that. You have to have a certain fucking fat content in your body. That is the fuel that your body retains.
Yeah.
You have to retain a certain amount of mass, which comes from the protein and fat.
Yeah.
If you're down at 0, you ain't fucking healthy. Your body's going to start fucking eating itself every time you exercise.
Exactly what it does.
Yeah. And you're putting mega strain on your heart if you do.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
Yeah.
Hence why a lot of fucking pro wrestlers are fucking dying off now.
Yeah.
I don't think
no fucking concussions they're having.
I don't think Sharon's going to be long on this planet. I hate to say it, but
God love her, man. I mean, love her or hate her, she loved that guy.
I don't mean it in a nasty way, you know, but she does
you just need to look at her now to know how much she depended on him.
Yeah.
Well, look at her like before he died, how happy she was when he was going back to do that tour, to now. It's like looking at my nana when my papa died. It was just like she was waiting.
It's Tyler.
You know what I mean?
Evening, Tyler.
How's it going, Tyler? She just looks like she's waiting for the day that she's gone. I hate to say that, but
yeah,
she probably is.
We were watching a podcast last night, actually, with Jack Osborne.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's a recent one. It's one that's only been done in the last few weeks.
Yeah, they started doing the Osborne's channel again.
Yeah, no, this were on Osborne's channel. This were on somebody else's channel. He was a guest on somebody else's podcast. I mean, the guy whose channel, he just, yeah, he was proper fucking conspiracy theorist.
Mm.
But apparently, Sharon's recently had a medical, and she's fucking fit as a fiddle.
She might be, but I mean, she doesn't look like she's. She doesn't look like she's happy.
She don't look right.
I mean, she can't be. She won't be.
Yeah, but how often has this been said about famous people that they're healthy in the past? They've said it about other famous people, and then next thing you know, something bad happens, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, their relationship at times was toxic, but they were very polar. The relationship was polar or bipolar, depending on what way you want to fucking look at it. They were at each other's throats, but they loved the bones of each other, and that is very much the relationship my nana and papa had. They could not go a day without each other, though.
I did see something interesting, music and Sabbath related. Bill Ward and Geezer Butler might be doing something together.
Oh, that could be interesting.
Which I'm pleased about, ever since the way both of them were treated by Osborne management.
Yeah, especially Bill.
Well, they were used as props, essentially.
And without those two, there wouldn't have been a Sabbath.
No, they were used as props for the fucking last concert.
Just
all right. Ozzy was happy doing it, but I mean, that's basically all they were.
Oh, please keep your t-shirt on this time.
Yeah, we don't need to see fucking Melbourne without a shirt on again.
Bill Ward's saggy tits flying when he's drumming.
What's the bear?
Yeah.
The drummer and the bass player is the backbone and driver of any band.
Yeah.
And plus, Geezer wrote most of the lyrics back in the day.
He did, yeah.
Yeah. Ozzy come up with the melody lines and he used some of Ozzy's lyrics, but Geezer with the main
foundation of the rhythm section, though. they're nothing.
Yeah.
Especially when you get a drummer and a bass player that are that locked in with their playing, you know, their style of playing. It's almost like a telepathy between the two. I've only ever had that with a few drummers in my whole time
you
playing.
Looked at them back in the day, you looked at them last year. They did not even have to look at each other to know what they were doing.
Yep.
Best songs.
There's very few drummers that I had that with.
Top 5 Sabbath songs. Oh, okay.
Oh,
War Pigs has got to be up there. It's still fucking relevant today, that song.
We're on here. The Wizard.
The Wizard, yeah.
Wizard.
Sabbath,
So
bloody
Sabbath.
Sabbath. Oh, and what was the one Primus covered? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. What the fuck is that?
That sounds like
Is it
Children of the
nativity something? Nativity something?
Nativity in Black, NIB.
That's the one, NIB. Thank you.
NIB.
Thank you. That's up there.
Not
NIB.
Yeah.
Here come the Men in Black.
Right, leaves us two.
I know what you meant, though. I know what you meant.
The original Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I totally get that, Lisa. I have sausage fingers and big hands.
Off the 4th album, Snowblind.
Yeah.
See, I need to go. I keep saying this, but I need to go back and re-listen to Sabbath because
everybody thought Snowblind
I was never a fan.
One thing, and the truth was, it was about them being so off their fucking tits because that they didn't know what the fuck they were writing.
See, like I'm saying though, I was never a fan, and yet each track that I heard of them, I loved.
Yeah.
So I really do need to go back and re-listen to them.
Saint Vitus is a great song.
Fair dues, Lisa.
There's cake all mashed in the keyboard now.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not space brownies this time.
Space brownies.
Oh, I want some. But yeah, have you ever heard the Primus cover of Nativity in Black?
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah. Oh, we're safe. Lisa's on the phone. You wipe that clean.
Thought you were on bed.
Yes, they do.
You've got to believe me.
Yeah.
That
was classic. That was classic. Ozzy coming up with the lyric spur of the moment.
Yeah. And then just the last verse just went on a totally different fucking whatever.
I'm on quite a few of those, David, tablets. Yeah.
Between us, we're on a few.
Yeah.
What was the message there, Lisa? That being off your tits is fun? Because that's what it sounds like.
Well, on the last verse, yeah. But the main bulk of the song is about skinheads, a gang of skinheads, and they're the fairies that wear boots.
Yep.
Okay. Fair dues.
And then he went off on this thing with drugs and And even Geezer's like, what the fuck?
What's he doing?
Was he going on a tangent? See, I don't, Lisa, because as I said, I was never a big Sabbath fan.
Oh, some of the Sabbath tracks are great. This
Yeah.
little stories in themselves.
Yeah. Fucking.
I grew up
I still
raised
think
on
one
grew
of
up raised
my
on the
favourite old.
Stragglers, ELO,
Oh,
John
what a band.
Sherjar, Mike Oldfield, and then Iron Maiden, Metallica, Anthrax. That's what I grew up with. And obviously all of those bands were inspired by, except for Jar and Mike Oldfield, obviously, and ELO, were inspired by Black Sabbath.
Yeah. I still think one of my favourite old Sabbath songs, Under Doom.
And Iron Man.
Yep.
The real version sounds better.
Oh, stood in front of a fan. Rob Alford.
What? Rob Alford? I mean,
So long as it's not Rob Alford in his leather chaps.
I mean, whatever you get up to is entirely up to you, David. It's not our place to.
Rob,
that was me that done the Iron Man.
On Instagram for crying out loud.
That wasn't me.
He's got the grey beard.
So was Mike Mex.
Why have I got? All I've got now is an image of Rob Alford in my head.
What, in all his homoerotic leather gear?
It's not a good image.
Naked with his flabby tits.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, please, Rob, don't do any more of that. We love you, but no.
Yeah, Rob, please stop putting them pictures up on Instagram for crying out loud.
Yeah, he's happy.
He might be.
He's happy and gay.
It's what he's doing to everybody else's minds.
Well, you don't need to look.
That's true.
I keep saying this, like when people are offended by something on TV.
I said this
Well,
to Bill
don't
the other
fucking
day.
watch it then. I'm over.
Bill, you just know that Mike's already ordered a fucking leather cap.
If Mike comes on, I want to get him on a live in a leather cap because it's just going to look like Rob Alford.
What, and have the Blow Oyster Club playing in the background?
It's got to have the chain going round as well.
Happy and gay.
Good on him, man.
I mean, we said this before. Like when Rob Alford came out, like, yeah, and
yeah.
I mean, what was it? About 80, 82. He said he was gay. Was it 82,
no, 90s.
Later than that.
Yeah, we're at 90s.
I remember listening to Judas Priest back from like first album and thinking, yeah, he's gay.
Oh yeah, everybody.
Yeah,
that's like he said when he did come out. It was just like
the best story I heard about.
We kind of knew that already, Rob.
He spent 6 months getting a speech together to walk up to Lemmy, right? And he went over to Lemmy and went, Lemmy, can I have a word? Yeah. I'm gay. And Lemmy went, that's nice. Why did he walk off? What?
Change who he was, do you know what I mean? If you go on with the guy, who cares what his fucking sexual preference is? I mean, who cares? Who cares if we are hetero? Do you know what I mean? I don't care.
He's still got a fucking good voice.
Oh, yeah. Still to this day, he's got an amazing voice.
Nothing to do with his personality or his talent. Do you know what I mean?
Although I wonder about the high notes, maybe.
You couldn't get a bank card between those fucking cheeks when he's hitting them high notes.
Depends how far Tyler's putting that raccoon boner up.
That's where it's getting.
See?
I mean, it was the same
exactly,
when Freddie Mercury came out. It was just like,
yeah. And
Exactly, David.
Okay.
we know about that. Crack on.
Oh, Freddie Mercury's gay. Really?
Oh, shock horror.
I had never guessed.
Hugh Kevin McAllister Home Alone face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly, David. I mean, it doesn't change the fucking the music or the talent, you know what I mean? Or the person.
You know the country that got the
I mean,
big
as far as I'm
shock from it
concerned,
all?
Freddie Mercury can do no wrong.
The country that seemed to get more of a shock from like Rob being gay, America.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I mean, come on.
This is not. I'm not belittling America, but America seemed to go. Really?
Yeah,
You
but
can be gay
America
and be like singing metal.
I'm not going to use that word, but let's just say that America is turning into 1920s to 1940s Germany.
They're bigoted.
Yeah.
To use a different word.
They always have been, though. They always have been. I've said this countless times here.
Yeah.
They're a country that were founded on multiculturalism, migrants, and yet what's their biggest gripe? Multiculturalism and immigrants.
Yeah. And if you go to certain parts of religion, getting risky there, but certain religions in America, anybody who isn't heterosexual.
Yep, especially down south. You can't have that.
Ding a ding 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 ding.
Yeah, you can't have like same sex, but you know, let's just do it behind closed doors, and in forests.
Well, all these cowboys going to Brokeback Mountain. Shaving right in private. Bill, he probably were in that scene somewhere.
Yeah.
I reckon Tyler secretly is actually gay, you know. He just doesn't want to admit it.
Well, this is it. Has
if he was,
anybody actually seen this elusive girlfriend that he's seeing?
Only pictures. You see,
he could have just downloaded them off at Tinterwebs.
I'll have it out with him tomorrow. No, that's the wrong word. But I'll have it out with him tomorrow on the show. Tomorrow's show could be very interesting.
Yeah, choose your words there a bit more carefully, Matt.
We're having it out on tomorrow's show.
Whoa.
That's getting us banned.
I think you need to check your terms of service there, Matt.
You're not on Twitch, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we'll see if Tyler,
yeah, you're right, Bill. You're right.
We'll see if Tyler is actually gay.
Well, yeah.
And yet, you go back. I've said this plenty of times. Who came up with the actual religion of Christianity? The Romans. Who in ancient times actually practiced and revered multi-sexual preference? The Romans, the Greeks.
Mm-hmm.
Caligula.
But as soon as they wanted to politicize and unite, you know, the whole fucking world from their point of view, we'll just make this against our religion.
Well, it's same as everything else. Do as I say, not as I do.
Yep.
I mean, eunuchs were always fucking revered. And it was actually regarded in ancient Greece that it didn't matter who you loved, if they were the same sex or not. Love is love. That was their view.
Yeah.
And everybody just went, "There it is." Okay. And they got on great.
Yeah.
But as soon as religion came into it, that's when shit hit the fan.
Religion, the root of all evil.
Yeah. Definitely.
I don't have a problem with religion. I just have a problem with organised religion.
Correct.
I don't have a problem with anyone being religious or spiritual.
Hey, we're
think everyone's spiritual to their own degree.
King James Bible here.
I'm with the pagans on this one. I don't care how you worship your god or gods. You do you. But just don't tell me that that's what I have to do.
You do your own thing. Just don't preach to me, no matter what it is.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry, but you shouldn't have to go door to door if you think that your God's better.
We're pagans. We've got all the fucking gods.
And you shouldn't have to force religion on people because religion in itself is all about discovery.
Yeah. Was.
Not about having it thrust upon you.
Way.
That's definitely illegal.
I'm
choir boys.
That's definitely illegal. Just ask Bill. We got arrested last week.
It was a loaded statement. I will admit it was a loaded statement, but true nonetheless.
Yes.
Fuck religion. There, I said it.
All fucking religion.
No, let me take that back, actually. Fuck organised religion.
Yes. No, I'll agree with that.
Talking of religion, I don't know if DW will turn up because I went to message him earlier on Instagram and he's disappeared.
Hey?
Yeah.
Maybe he's been deported.
Well.
No, I was saying that kind of half joking, but now I've thought about it.
With everything that's going on over there.
You never know.
He would have said something, surely, if something like that occurred.
If he would have had the chance, that is.
Sure. That's a bit worrying, to be fair.
Yep.
We'll try to get on.
Because I sent him a few pictures from the gig last week.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's seen them. He was still online last Saturday. He was still about. But then I went and checked today and his
profile disappeared.
Yeah, his profile. It just says Instagram user.
Holy shit.
And his profile picture's gone. It's just a blank. Yeah. All his posts have disappeared, everything.
Well, D-Dub, if you're watching this or you're watching it later on, fucking do us a favour, get in touch with the guys for you.
Oh, man.
He's down in the southern states, Lisa.
Yeah, he's down in Texas.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just...
Where shit is royally hitting the fan.
Nothing.
It's shocking, man, but I was actually hearing the other day, seeing the detention centres, the amount of unwanted pregnancy cases that have gone up in those detention centres.
Oh, I did see something interesting regarding stuff like that.
What you done?
No, this is a bit. I'm going to talk about this more tomorrow, but there's a YouTube channel I was watching, bloke on it who's done an investigation to, and this is a bit dark, into care homes for children, and it isn't an investigation into the abuse side of care homes.
Yeah,
but it is. If trying to confuse everyone again.
You can't investigate children's homes
did an investigation
without that coming up
into care homes,
Yep.
and found that in the UK there are 873 care homes unregistered.
That don't surprise me.
And
Holy fuck.
out of that 873, and I'll be careful how I word this, they are not Christian religions.
So, having worked in the support and care industry, that would mean that if they are not registered, they are not subject to the Care Quality Commission.
That's
Then
correct. Yeah.
that's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
And they are getting paid the money by the government still.
No, that needs to fucking.
Now, I don't know.
They
I
should be
know
forced to register or get
I
shut
don't
down.
want to be going too far into this because it is a bit.
What happened?
Very-
I mean, I was in the care industry in like the mid to late fucking 2000s, right?
Uh-huh.
And then again when I moved over here. And the whole point of
That's weird.
public support and care was to get away from institutionalization.
Yeah.
Because it has been proven time and time again throughout the fucking decades that institutionalization just gives opportunity for abuse. So
Yeah.
that's why they were trying to steer it away and put service users back into the community so that they were in the public and there was no chance. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was still service users still sadly did suffer abuse even in the public sector. But what's up, Steve? But even still,
Evening, Steve.
the whole
Hi,
point
Captain.
was
How we doing?
to get away from the mass abuse of the institutional
Exactly.
care system.
Yeah.
So it seems that it's going backwards.
I mean, I'm not going to get into the whole political side of it because it's not fair to do it on these channels.
No, but it's one of those things. It's happening though, and it shouldn't be.
Whether you look at it and you agree with the current political people we've got, or you disagree, or whatever, that's neither here nor there. If they're unregistered, that means they can do what the fuck they like with those children.
And they did for countless decades.
And that's gone on for far, far, far too long with child abuse.
I've had good friends who were in the institutional care system that would gladly back me up on that.
There is a lot of good people in the care system.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of good carers.
Yeah, with genuine intentions, yeah.
You know, G did a very good job at what he did in his job, and people like G. There's a lot of very, very good caring people.
I worked with a lot of fucking genuinely intentioned people, but then I also worked with people that were there just for the paycheck and to abuse the position they had.
Oh, aye.
And the service user, as a result, they abused their access to that person's private accounts, their belongings.
Yep.
Yeah.
I worked with loads of people like that, and I actually got a couple of them. Me and one of the girls I worked with actually got a couple fired because of it.
Yeah.
As we spoke up.
People like that should be instantly fired.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the ones that were doing it, they thought the sun shone out of their arse.
Oh yeah.
Because they make such a big thing about when they're with other workers that they're there for the right intentions and they're doing such a great job and they love the people they work with. No. They just love that they can have that easy access.
And power.
Yeah.
And control.
Yeah. Power and control over another human being. In twisted ways.
Yeah. I mean, it's not just the ones with dementia, it's just the ones that are, shall we say, less mobile.
Yeah.
Well,
they've got all the faculties, but they're just not as mobile as what they used to be.
Well, again, one of the service users that I worked with, I'm not going to say who, but had autism. That's all he had. Behavioural problems, yes.
Exactly. Steve.
Subject to severe mood swings, yes.
Yeah.
Could be a bit of a nightmare, yes. But on the whole, harmless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking amazing sense of humour. The guy could have you fucking in bits of giggles, man. But when he was in institutional care, and this is one of the homes over in Scotland that was famous for the abuse. He ended up when I started working with him, he was wheelchair bound because he had no hips.
Yeah.
Right? Now, when he was in institutional care, he was upwardly mobile. All that was, as I said, all that was that he had going on was the behavioural issues as a result of the autism. But because he had the mood swings, which, let's face it, could have been easily fucking remedied with a lot of medication. You
Well,
know,
you don't have to be autistic to have mood swings.
exactly. Well, we know that, obviously, but one of the nurses, and I use that term loosely,
Yeah.
but that's what they were called. One of the nurses took a severe disliking to this guy, would rob his clothes, would steal his clothes for her son, who was roughly the same size. Would every weekend his family would take him like loads of goodies because he loved his snacks, like his sweets and stuff, you know. So they would take him. They would go shopping basically for him, you know, because they knew he didn't get a lot of that, and because you know, back then their own budget was dictated to by the state. It wasn't, here's your money, it's yours to do with as you please, which is what they got in public sector. But in the institutional system, it was basically you're given minimum, and it's the institution that dictates how that's spent. So he didn't get fuck all. He got his meals, and again, some of the meals were even taken. So the nurse would take some of his meals, put them in a wee bag, take them home. That's it. That's money that I don't have to spend then. So, as I said, nurse took a severe disliking to him and decided, I'm going to throw him out of a third-story window. Threw him out of a fucking window. Didn't open it. Didn't open it.
Fuck's sake.
Just fucking threw him through the window. Hit the ground, shattered his fucking hips. No chance of it ever getting fixed. And then, as a result of, I think it was a result of the injury to his brain as well from the fall, had a stroke, disabled the whole fucking speech centre, couldn't talk anymore. He couldn't. It made his mood swings even worse.
Yeah.
And that was institutional care. That happened to loads of people. Loads of them. And that's what they're going back to.
I mean, it's like
Because I have heard of talks of going back to institutional care.
Yeah, I have. Steve just said the complete opposite to that. You know, Steve's is a good story. He's got carers that come in and help him, and they're fantastic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You do get genuine people in the industry, though, that are there for the right reasons.
Well, like I say, a lot of the carers are good carers. Just like I say, he's the odd ones that fucking spoil everybody else's reputation.
Yep. But I love those guys. I mean, we were treated like members of the family. I'm not even just saying that. We were treated like family because we were there every day, all day with the guys.
Yeah.
We get bought. We weren't supposed to. The family just went, you know what? I don't care about the fucking rules. They're getting Christmas presents. They bought us Christmas presents every fucking year. And if it was a birthday, we got a present then as well. We weren't supposed to accept them, but I mean, what do you do? Do you know what I mean? The families, you can't turn around to the family and go, nope, I'm not allowed. That's kind of pissing on their generosity. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah, you just
we
thank you very
lost-
much. Just don't tell me, boss.
A few years after I moved over here, one of the guys actually died, and I was
Hey up, Martin.
Evening Napoleon's #1 fan.
That's very true, Steve. That was one of the major problems as well, is that they were so short-staffed in the institutions. You literally had like
fucking short-staffed at the minute.
2 minutes to 5 minutes between service user. How are you supposed to do that when most of the homes had a minimum of about 100 to 150 people?
Yeah.
And you had like 2 or 3 fucking staff on at any given time.
Yeah, we can't cope with that little stuff.
No. I mean, you can't.
So yeah, good on you, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to hearing about it, man.
It's an interesting one. It's just that's one person that's found 800 odd places, and he's a well-known journalist, independent journalist. So what the government will make of it, whether the government will actually do anything.
What the fuck? They'll just promise something and do fuck all, like they usually do.
Again, the reason why nothing was done for years and years and years in the first place is because in order for something to get done, money had to be spent. You had to have money to investigate to see if there was a problem, and then you had to have money to remedy the problem.
There's cases over here in Ireland. I won't name where. I will say one of the care homes for children was in Belfast, a well-known Belfast care home, which for 40 years, the owner of said care home, who used to wear a nice orange sash as well, you know. Yes. Who was also a religious man.
Going back to religion again.
Yeah. 40 years of sexual abuse against children, and it took one of the now, I think, 55-year-old men who was abused by this man at that school or care home to take it through into London and the Old Bailey to finally get some sort of recompense for it.
Doesn't matter what they get.
And people in Belfast are still saying, no, it didn't happen. There's medical evidence, without going too dark, of this man in his teens going to the hospital in Belfast because he had bleeding from certain areas of his body.
Yeah.
Don't want to make it too graphic, but I'm sure we can
together
on that one.
Yeah. Yep.
No DNA ever taken, nothing like that ever taken. Just proves the cover-ups.
Of course it does.
It's so easy these days as well to prove that sort of crime.
Yeah.
You know, if they
so
take
easy
DNA evidence then, when he was in his teens, all right, you might not have been able to analyse it fully.
Yeah.
But now you could take that evidence, if it was stored correctly, you could analyse it and you could say, without a doubt, yeah, it was him.
That would imply that the investigations side of things would have to have a bit of forethought, and that wasn't.
It would also imply that maybe investigating police
like Martin said there,
involved.
Follow the money. He's like everything else, just follow the fucking money.
Yes, Martin.
And this is another part of the problem as well, even with the public sector. Yes, you have charity-based companies that do support and care, but then you have profit-based who take a cut of that service user's SDLA, special disability payments. They take a cut of that and they make profit from them. That's
a dodgy ground. That's
And that's one of the ones that I worked for as well. I worked for one of the major ones, and they were profit-based. They paid the minimum for that job. They were the lowest paid company, but they were a good company to work for. I will give them that. Good management structure, good service users, generally good other employees that you worked with, the homes that you worked in, and it was their own homes. That was a thing. It wasn't like a wing, like it was actual houses that they bought for the service users. So it was good in that way. But again, you had the bigwigs up on top that earned thousands upon thousands for basically sitting in an office or going golfing.
Exactly.
And yet we were the ones doing the fucking hard work and getting paid fucking minimum for that type of work.
Yeah. And
being overworked. One of the guys I worked with done 120 hours in 1 week. 1 week. The most I ever done was 80 in 1 week. I was fucking shattered, man.
Yeah. Well, it's like these other charity things like fucking children in need of fucking Red Nose Day. You look at the amount of money the bosses are on for them fucking charities. Fucking 150k plus a year. Hold on, this is supposed to be fucking charity.
If I get my notebook out, I've got a list of all the big charities and how much the bosses earn.
Yeah.
Because when we were doing the Misfits, the only person that thought, I wonder who's making money out of this, Bill and I actually sat there and went through Company's House.
Yeah.
And went through every single fucking charity that was on the list of charities we might give to. And when you check what some of those charities are making, the bosses,
and how much they actually pay out,
it's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Oxfam was 1.5 million. The boss.
Yeah. That don't surprise me.
1.5 million pounds. And WaterAid was another good one. That was up there. That was about 1.2 million.
Doctors Without Borders, UNICEF, I believe are one of them as well.
They give them £3 a month.
All you need to do is set up your direct debit for £20 a month. Fuck off! I've got £20 a month. That's going on music, you twat.
Right
off.
No, you know, we've got vinyl and maybe other musical things to purchase.
Got guitars to buy. Fucking hell. That's it. Set yourself up as a charity. Give generously. You can make poor Lee happy.
And let's not forget, if you're a charity, you get tax breaks as well.
Person keep setting up GoFundMes.
Yeah.
So when these charities, because they're a charity, they get major tax deductions as well. So they're making all of this money that they're taking their cut from the amount of money they gain from charity, and then they get the tax break money on top of that.
Yeah.
I know, Martin, the amount of money these bastards make, and then when they go and buy a car through the business because they need a car for the business,
yeah,
they get it at a trade deal, and then they get tax back on the car, then they get tax back on the fuel they use.
Yeah. And yet, what are they doing right now with the Motability scheme?
You provide music, Bill. What
are they doing right now with the Motability scheme?
They're
telling you, you don't need a big car. You should just have a car that works and the cheapest possible. What
they've done at the moment, they've brought 4 things in. One of them is they're cutting the amount of tyres you get down on the system, replacement tyres. They're bringing in one that says you cannot do more than 10,000 miles a year.
That's right. Yep.
I'm trying to think of the other 2.
Yeah, and here's the thing, right? Here's the fucked up thing, right? you've got my niece, right, who has, I've told you guys, she's now been diagnosed with MS on top of fibro, on top of pericarditis and all the fucking shit that came with that. How's it going, living here? You have all of that going on in her health. She has POTS as well. There's not a specialist in the whole of Northern Ireland that deals with POTS. She has to go down south, and they're going to minimise the amount of miles that she's allowed to do should she have chosen to go for a disability car.
She's fucked.
But she didn't. So she's having to go down to Dublin to see her POTS specialist. And it's the NHS that are paying for that as well. So they're costing themselves even more money. Do you know what I mean? But they're going to cut the amount of fucking miles that she's allowed to do if should she have went for a mobility car.
Instead of just going out and, oh, you know what, let's hire a specialist.
Yeah.
But sadly, here's the fucking thing. When they're not, I mean, we all say that doctors are already earning enough, but they're not really when the amount of hours that they're having to do, because there's so few of them. Because what are doctors going to do when they graduate from medical school? They're going to do so many years in the public sector and get paid the bare minimum for what their level of job is.
Yeah.
And then they're going to go and see the guy that they're working with who does private and is getting paid sometimes 3 to 4 times that.
Yeah.
Of course they're going to go and do that. I do agree with that, Martin. I do agree with that, but I don't agree with the minimising miles, because, I mean, you don't know how far people are having to travel for a lot of their conditions. Like I said with my niece, she doesn't have a mobility car. She is entitled to one, but she chose not to.
I agree, Martin, with cutting down on what would be termed luxury vehicles.
Yeah, I totally agree.
But what they haven't said, and what is the next problem, and I can see them hitting, is what if you need a bigger vehicle because you need a vehicle to carry a wheelchair?
Exactly, and it has to have, you have to pay money to get it modified out of your own fucking money.
Exactly.
Well, this is, I mean, my dad's eligible for Motability.
Yeah.
But he takes the money so he can get whatever car he wants.
Exactly.
This was another thing, right? The guys that I worked with, we had to, because one of the service users, again, I'm not going to say his name out of respect, right? But he had to have, he was wheelchair bound, as I said, so he had to have a van, right? Because he was prone to, I mean, who knows what was going on up here? As I said, he had brain injury through the stroke and the impact of when he was thrown through the window.
Yeah.
Right. So he was prone to lashing out. So he had to be the furthest back in whatever we were driving him around in.
Obviously,
because more often than not, we had to take both of the guys out at the same time.
Yeah.
Right. So we had to have a van, right, where the other service user was far away enough from this guy who was prone to lashing out. Maybe he wasn't in control of his own limbs, right?
Shock horror.
Right? So it's not his fault, right? But I mean, but he had to pay for that out of his own money, and we had to fight the company that was in charge of his care to get that van in the first place. And then we had to argue for Motability to do the modifications, and even then they said he has to pay for it. He has to pay for it. So, and that was a fucking ball ache in itself, having to fucking do all of that.
Can imagine.
So we got the van, but I mean, that's what a lot of these fucking legislation makers are not taking into consideration, is like each case is different. You can't fucking just do a whole fucking brush stroke and say you're not allowed a luxury car. He had to have a big luxury van because it had to have special modifications, had to have a certain amount of room. So it had to be big. and it did cost a lot of money. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't agree with people that are having, they don't have wheelchairs and they're not fucking. All they're doing is like driving from their house to a shop or a supermarket, and they have to have a big fucking Mercedes or BMW or Audi. No.
I mean, here's your problem, right? The Motability boss, remembering Motability technically is a charity.
Yeah, it's a charity.
The Motability boss, CEO, is on £924,000 a year.
Yeah, and
Nice
it's
one,
supposed to
Steve.
be a non-profit charity as well.
Now,
Nice one, Steve.
what the government
agree,
should
Bill.
do,
Sorry.
if you're going to do anything
Awesome,
regarding
Steve.
Motability, is step in and say, we're scrapping Motability. We're going to
We've been
scrap,
talking about that for a while.
right? Scrap that scheme. Put a scheme in place run by the government, a non-profit making scheme
Mm-hmm.
between certain manufacturers of cars, whoever that may be. So you have everything from a small car to a large van. So you have all the vehicles covered. And it goes through a certain amount of manufacturers, preferably maybe UK based, so that money comes back into the country.
Mm-hmm. I
And
agree
run
there.
the system like that. Obviously, people would need wages because you get people working, you've got to have wages. So, yes, there's got to be that. There's got to be people to do this, the computer side of it. And
Subsidised then.
all of that. And keep it all based in the government, not the way they're doing it. Because the tax write-offs they're getting are fucking unbelievable. We're talking in the billions.
Because they're profit-based as it stands right now.
Yeah.
Motability's profit-based. Has been for fucking decades.
Get rid of that and bring in a scheme.
Not the actual Motability itself, but the companies that do all the modifications and the repairs and the upkeep of the cars themselves, they're profit-based.
Yeah.
Do it off a different system and you would save millions and millions of pounds a year. That's what needs doing.
Mm-hmm. Totally. And I don't care what anybody says, the Care Quality Commission don't do enough.
No.
Maybe they're overworked, maybe they're short-staffed, but they don't do enough. The whole time, I worked with these guys for 3 years, and in that whole time, 3 to 4 years, I think it was, but in that whole time, not one Care Quality Commission visit. Not one bit of contact.
Very true, Martin.
Yeah.
Very true. Sight disability is obviously a very serious thing. It affects a lot of stuff. And it even affects Martin's taste in music. He doesn't have much.
Hey,
I agree there, Bill.
Martin, can you see that?
Hey, it could be worse. He could have Tyler's taste in music.
Oh, poor bastard.
I know.
That is a real disability.
But do you know what? If it makes him happy, that's all that matters. Just don't make me listen to it.
Nobody needs to listen to Five Finger Death Punch and Papa Roach.
Oh,
we all know Martin loves sitting there listening to Banger Boys.
Banger Boys and Barbie Girl.
Tried to think what he's dressed up like at the time. But anyway, that's another story.
I do wonder about him sometimes.
He's trying to type an irate message at the minute.
Could you just imagine Martin and Bill on a video call?
How do we know that that's not what goes on?
Well, and a certain other gentleman that lives in the Liverpool area, or just north of Liverpool. I use the term gentleman very loosely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is true, Steve.
They can't. It's not feasible though. Putting that whole mileage thing is not feasible.
No,
I
it's
mean, as
not.
Bill says, he has to travel at least 60 miles for his appointments. And again, you've got people like my niece with conditions that nobody in her own country deals with. So she has to go to another fucking country.
Their answer would be, well, that's why you get the money, extra money, is to so you can get there. And it
Yeah,
isn't.
you get
it's
the
not
extra
enough.
money, but I mean, you're going to get chastised when you do the miles, and you're going to have to pay that back on top of the money that you spent already anyway.
She was having to run down to Dublin every fucking couple of weeks. It's a fucking long way.
That's a joke, man.
Just trying to think. Dublin from here.
That's the thing. At the moment, she's paying that from her own money. She's not. She doesn't. She's one of these girls. She feels guilty for having to even say girl. She's fucking turning 30 this year, but
yeah, but when you get to your age, everybody's a girl to you.
She's still my wee niece. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, but she's one of these lasses that she feels guilty for having to claim the disability in the first place.
Hey,
and trying to get her to fucking take it easy is a fucking nightmare. Do you know what I mean? She pushes herself too much. So she pays this out of her own money to go down to Dublin every time she needs to see her pot specialist.
But saying that, my daughter's 18. I still call it Littleton.
There'll always be kids though, because they were. I mean, she's. I still remember her as a wee baby. Do you know what I mean?
You know, my son now is 30. He'll be 31 this year.
Fucking hell, are you feeling old yet?
Right. And I turned around to him a while ago and said something about Littleton. And he's like 6'4", so he towers over me.
I was just about to say, my nephew Cody, he's about to turn 20 this fuck. Oh, fuck. He's about to turn 20 this year.
Everybody's feeling old.
Yeah. Yes, because I'm about to turn a certain age next fucking week. But he's about to turn 20. He's 6'4", going on 6'5".
Yeah.
He's a size 15, but in my eyes, he's still that wee kid that runs about in his underpants going, hey!
Well, I mean, he might do still, but
he probably does with his girlfriend, to be fair. But
yeah. my lad, he's 25, and he must be at least 6'1".
Mm-hmm.
I keep threatening to get fucking cricket bat and fucking bats him back down.
Yep.
The worst thing I'd ever had off my son Liam, right, is he walked up to me one day and I'm walking with my stick, and he walked up to me and went, "You're right, Dad," and just patted me on the head and walked off.
I done that.
You're going to be wearing this
done
stick.
that because see all the years that I was growing up, right? Because my old man, right, it was 6'2" at his tallest, and right from I can remember, he always, the very few times that he did actually talk to me, he would always say, "You're never going to be as tall as me. You're never going to be as tall as me." Because my mum was 5'2" at her tallest. Do you know what I mean? So, and then I hadn't seen him for quite a few years. And I saw him when I was 6'3", and I was taller than him, and I walked in and I was like, right. And I done the exact same thing. I patted him on the fucking head. Cunt. Yeah, I saw that comment there, Bill. I agree. She should be claiming that back.
Yeah.
But she won't because, as I said, she feels guilty as it is having to claim PIP and the SDLA. So she won't. She feels, put it this way, she feels guilt for absolutely everything. She feels guilty that she's having to fucking get the NHS to pay for that in the first place to send her down to Dublin to see the fucking pot specialist. So she won't ever claim it back. She's too honest to her own detriment. You know what I mean?
I
was he don't fucking pay to be too honest these days.
No, it doesn't.
And it's her mum that has to drive her down there in her own car. So, I mean, yes, she should be claiming it back.
Yes, she should.
And even her mum is totally supports her on that. But I agree, they should be claiming it back.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
Oh, fucking hell. My mother was 5'4". I fucking passed her when I was about 13.
My mum has shrank because she's got her own disability. She's got spinal problems as well, same as me. She's got a hunch, do you know what I mean? So she shrank considerably as well.
Oh, God, yeah.
So seeing the two of us, and even with my nephew, when you see my mum standing next to my nephew, it's like...
Yeah, me nan, me mum's mum, she had a bit of an hunch as well. She, fucking hell. She were only about 4'9", 5 foot fucking maximum.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, mine now.
You should do, Bill.
And she were always what she were that typical old age pensioner with selective hearing. You could be talking at the top of your voice, never hear it. But you go in another room and whisper, "Oi, I heard you."
What was that? My mum's the same.
Yep.
She's the exact same. You're sitting talking to her face to face, and she'll be like, "Sorry, what was that?"
Yeah.
And then again, she'll be in making the coffee. The kettle's boiling right beside her, and you'll whisper something. Me and my sister will whisper something. She'll be like, "I heard that."
Yeah.
Like, oh, you heard that, did you?
Well, she really, like I said, she was 4'9", like I said, 5 foot at the fucking most. And my granddad was 6'2".
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, my papa was a big guy as well. He was about 6'2", 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah,
he was built like a brick shit house, man. Because he spent years working in the rigs for.
Oh, fucking hell.
So he was, and then when he quit the rigs, he was always doing plumbing or electrician or carpentry, joiner. He was a jack of all trades because he worked in the rigs. So he was always fit.
My nan was 4'9" and Italian, right?
Fuck.
Yeah, that's what I thought. A few times.
She was 4'9" and Glaswegian.
My nan,
pretty much.
Why is it, right? Small little woman, and you think, yeah, fuck all. The amount of time she actually broke a wooden spoon over my head.
Yeah, but you can't blame her for that.
No, I don't blame her.
My best mate's mum
being the
was
sarcastic,
Italian.
clever bastard that and all of her.
My best mate's mum was Italian,
and then she had to go at me to break the spoon.
And she was so softly spoken. She wouldn't say boo to a ghost. You fucking messed with her though. Holy fuck, you were shitting yourself.
Yep, run like fuck.
Italians just have a certain. It's like their whole demeanour instantly changes, and they have a certain stare that would send fear.
And my granddad was the Irish side.
Oh,
and granddad came from Cork. He was born in County Cork. And granddad used to come in from work and he'd go, Edie, I could hear you shouting down the road. He was the most chilled man I ever knew, my granddad, unless he was at football. 75 years old, and he was like a fucking football hooligan. He'd be offering people out for fights, and it's like, Grandad, you calm down a bit.
Oh, fuck's sake. Fuck's sake, man. Yeah, both my
you got away with that lightly.
Both my grandparents on my mum's side were proper Glaswegian.
Yeah.
My nana, lovely woman. One of these women, she would tear off her limbs if she thought it would help you.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, you did not mess with her though, because she used to be a barmaid
Ooh.
in Glasgow pubs and in Clydebank. You did not fuck with her. Even the fucking gangsters were scared of her, put it that way. And I remember, as I said, you heard me saying earlier on, they had a similar relationship to Sharon and Ozzy. Toxic, couldn't live a day without each other. Loved the bones of each other. It was just, the relationship was something special. And I remember my papa doing, I can't even remember what he done, but he fucked up, right? He fucked up royally in my nana's eyes anyway. And I just heard her going into the kitchen and then shouting on my papa. He comes into the kitchen and all I heard was, boom. And then, boom. That was my papa hitting the floor after getting hit with the fucking stock pot. And then they could be like, just fucking totally lovey-dovey, and you're like, what the fuck? Oh, man.
But it was same on both sides of the family. Me nan on both sides, they both ruled the fucking roost.
Oh, yeah. My nana was she was a proper matriarch, man. Proper.
Yeah.
She was the glue in the family.
Yeah.
My gran as well on my dad's side.
Yeah.
Progenitor's side.
Me nan on my dad's side. Yeah. She definitely wouldn't take shit from anybody. But then again, she was an office manager as well. But she used to have my granddad, her husband, running fucking around. And if he did out, Jack! And he'd just sit there.
Yep. My gran was, I mean, she was, on the whole, she was a lovely woman most of the time. But I never ever heard her getting proper irate. And she was never violent. She didn't have to resort to that. Somehow, she could put the fear of God into her own kids. And does. But we didn't. We just knew, like, I mean, she never, what I say, she never had to shout at us. She never had to resort to fucking, like, hard discipline. You just kind of knew, don't fuck with her. Yeah. She was from Portsmouth, and she grew up in the war, the Second World War. My granddad, he was in the Navy down in Portsmouth, and that's where my gran's was from. So, yeah, she was on her own the majority of the time. So I get the impression that you just knew, don't fuck with her.
Yeah.
So we never did. It was, her word was gospel.
So a story my dad was telling us the other day. Back in the day, some neighbours were complaining to me nan, his mum, Oh, we can hear your Terry coming on bike at such and such in morning, 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever. And she's going, I never heard him. She did. She knew we were in. And she just turned around to him and go, well, he's 18. What do you think? What power do you think I've got over him?
Right.
He's 18 and big and daft enough to make his own mistakes.
Yeah.
Oh, but my Uncle Albert, he was brilliant. Fucking, my Uncle Albert, he was life and soul at party.
Had a few uncles like that.
Yeah, life and soul at party. And I'll tell you what, no word or a lie. He got his own granddaughter and that. But for some reason, I seem to be his favourite over his own granddaughter. I'll tell you what, he was a fucking proper pint size of a fella. But I'll tell you what, he could fucking drink anybody under the table.
I didn't. My dad fell out with his brother, who was obviously my uncle, because he was a prick. He was.
Yeah.
I'm not even going into him, but I had other uncles, like, you know, when this is your uncle, and they're actually a cousin or whatever.
Aye.
Well, this is true.
I had an Uncle Paul and I had an Uncle Mick, right? Now, Uncle Paul he was the epitome of the dodgy businessman. Honest to God. He you know, the sort of real dodgy, if there was a scam going on, he knew about it. We went to the pub one Christmas, me, my dad, and I was about 14 at the time. Well, they all got pissed, right? The pub from where we were back to their house was down the country road, about 2 miles. So Uncle Paul says to me, he says, you can drive, can't you? To me. I went, yeah. He went, oh, here you go. Threw me the keys to his Jag. He went, oh, we'll sit in the car. You can drive back. So there's me at 14 driving his exchange in the pub. And my dad's in the back. My dad was rat-arsed. We got back. My dad went, how did we get back? He went, oh, Matt drove me. Your son drove us. I did that a couple of Christmases thinking about it. We was always at the pub.
Go figure.
Bad child.
You're right, Martin. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
We just knew, don't fucking mess, don't push it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Don't cross that line.
You just knew how far to take it and then just back off.
No.
Yeah,
I never, ever back chatted any of my grandparents.
Nope.
Never.
No.
Because I mean, you had the fear of the reprimand from them, but then you had the added fear of getting a reprimand from your own parents and your uncles and aunts on top of that. So it was like, nah. I'll just
It ain't worth it.
I'll toe the line. I'll toe the line. Yeah, I'll toe the line gladly.
Yeah, just no. Not
Or I'll
worth
just
it.
keep quiet about my misdeeds.
Oh, we've all been there.
Mm-hmm. Well, put it this way, my nana, right? She suffered. She had problems with sleep for a long time, and my mum and my uncles, my aunts, my aunt, sorry, if you only got one aunt on that side, they didn't even know about this until like fairly recently. My mum eventually found out like round about the time, but my nana, because like me and my mates, we were all like fucking heavily into the weed, right?
Yep.
And I remember my nana coming to me one day and like he was always, I mean, my papa and my uncles and my aunt had to keep it from my nana. They were all at it. My papa was growing it, but my nana never found out because they knew, don't fucking tell her. She will flip her shit. So I remember in my early 20s, like, she came to me and she was like, George David. She always called me by my first and my middle name, right? Same with my sister. George David, could you do me a little favour, could you? And I'm like, yeah, what's up? She's, you know that stuff that you and your pals smoke? I'm like, yeah. You wouldn't, like, give me a wee bit, would you? And I'm like, and I'm sitting thinking, right, this has got to be a test. This has got to be like, what's going on here? And so I kind of treaded carefully, and I'm like, what for? And she's like, well, I'm having trouble sleeping. And then I realised, no, she's actually fucking for real here. She's like, don't tell anybody though, and don't give it to me. She says, just you buy it for me, and you just roll a few wee, what do you call them? And I'm like, joints? And she's like, yeah, you just roll me a few joints and I'll take them and you keep the rest. And I'm like, okay. She's obviously, I tried to tell her, you do realise that only a few joints out of what the minimum is that I can buy, I'm going to be left with a huge amount of what you're paying for. And she's like, oh, it doesn't matter, son, doesn't matter. It's just to help me get to sleep. I'm like, hey, okay. Yeah, my uncles and my aunt never found out about this until recently. They're like, you're having a fucking laugh. She was dead against it when we were living there. I'm like, yep. I used to roll her spliffs. That went on for quite a few years. And yeah, man. She just fucking, she was a secret fucking weed smoker. Nobody knew except me and eventually my mum. Nuts. She really was one of a kind. It was my mum. That was the one that I always told if I was in trouble, because, as I said, my progenitor, my old man, my sperm donor, he was never a dad. The only time he ever spoke to me was to shout at me or give me into trouble for something, just for the sheer hell of it. So you never told him anything. I never told him fuck all.
Both of my mum and dad were pretty good, to be honest, like that. Yeah.
He was a cunt.
It was my dad who'd give me the bollocking if I was in for a bollocking.
Same.
Yeah,
Same.
but
my mum would always be
probably going to be very
diplomatic. She would always sit down and she was the one that would tell me, right, you don't do that, here's why. And she would explain why I'm getting into trouble. And I accepted that. Never accepted him telling me after, because he would always just basically call me a cunt.
No, yeah, well, yeah. My dad was pretty, yeah, he was all right, pretty fair bloke.
Oh, and he actually fucking gave me a right hook one time as well, and I went flying across my room.
Oh, me and my dad had a fight.
Oh no, I was only like about 10-year-old at the time.
Oh no, I was 16, and my dad was still in them days, was still in good shape. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I still insist to this day, none of my family agree, but I still insist to this day that I actually did deserve that one. That was the only time that I actually agree with his discipline.
I actually walked in and I was pissed at 16. Unusual as it may be.
Was it a shock?
And started giving me dad a load of jip. And found out that I wasn't quite as hard as I thought I was. And my dad could actually still handle himself. We ended up having a full-blown fight. Him getting thrown over the back of the sofa, the side unit got broken. It was a proper scrap. And I ended up nearly getting me jail. He actually dislodged 2 of my fucking teeth. He proper fucking hit me.
See,
he could actually
fucking... Even when I first started drinking, I've always been that happy drunk.
Oh, no, I wasn't.
I've always been a jolly drunk.
Yeah.
I've never once been violent or aggressive.
I thought I could be I thought I could be cocky to my dad. No, I was out of order. I know I was.
See, that's the thing. When he did actually punch me that time, I was a proper fucking cunt to my mum. So I still insist that I did deserve that.
This had been brewing for a while, I think, with me and my dad. It test it, 15, 16, you test it and
It's the boundaries. Obviously.
took it too far. And I don't hold anything in me against him for that, not at all. Apart from that, I never remember my dad actually hitting me, to be honest, looking back.
Oh, you don't know the half of it, Martin.
Yeah.
I was pretty lucky.
You really don't know the half of it, man. Hence why the past couple of weeks has been a fucking rough one. It's been confusing, suffice to say.
I think you're right.
Yeah, my progenitor, we found out just a couple of weeks that he died. Nobody let us know. But yeah.
I think most parents, fathers and sons go through that sort of thing, that father-son fight thing, but there's a difference between that and constantly.
Yeah.
Then that's something
That's the
else.
thing. That was the only time that he was ever.
Yeah, like I said, there's a difference between
abusive
heads,
which is what it was.
That's
what it was. It was me and him butting heads, and we did it all our lives. Even to the day he died, we still fucking butted heads over stuff. So that's just father-son stuff. But
that was the only time he was physically aggressive. I mean, yeah, we got a fucking smack in the arse or whatever, but that was the done thing back then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before Childline got involved and fucked it up for all fucking parents. And I don't care what anybody says.
Now
some kids do need a fucking slap in the arse.
Yes, they fucking do.
I mean, I know Bill went through a similar sort of thing with his dad. Not my place to say, but his dad was, not very nice. So,
yeah, mine's was just mentally abusive. With me, at least.
Bill's was both, unfortunately. But
nowadays, me and my dad, we just go around sort of music shops and guitar shows, just winding people up.
That's the thing. Me and my dad were a lot like that. We'd butt heads.
I wish I could have had that.
Yeah.
And yeah, we had a lot of the same sort of traits.
I was literally about to say,
we definitely have, Lisa, I'll tell you that.
I was literally about to say, here's the irony, right? He hated me, right? I never done fuck all. I was just a normal fucking kid. Listen to my mum, listen to him. I was no different to any other fucking kid in my fucking estate. He didn't like me. You guys know why, right? He was an artist. He was incredible with pen and ink, and he was incredible at like doing like sculpture and decoupage and all that kind of thing. He was amazing. And he was like really gifted when it came to technology. He was into computers and computer games. All the same shit that I was into. I was into pool. He played pool. I was into golf. He played golf. Snooker. He played snooker. Did we ever fucking connect on that? No. He hated me.
See?
So I would have loved for that relationship, Lee. I wish I could. But do you know what? As I said to you guys, still would never fucking change anything that happened. It was good or bad, still brought me here to this point.
Bill, no, it wasn't.
Well, yeah, I did.
Still shaped me.
Yeah.
It's like we said when we were chatting in like our private chat. It's like I said to you, I said the past, it sort of haunts you. It does.
It does.
It's gonna do, yeah.
It does.
It didn't though for a long time until I found that out.
And
the
then
other week there.
It opens up the scarf again.
It did. It brought it all fucking back.
It's like we said in that chat, you're going to go through mixed emotions.
You go through
For a couple of days, I was just numb.
And
You're going to be.
Then I switched off, and then all I had was the dreams, the weird dreams, vivid dreams, and nightmares. And it's been constant every night since.
It's like I said for so long now on other shows as well about this whole grieving process. I'm sick of fucking people, and certain people on that other show seem to think the grieving process takes this long.
You can't put a time on it.
It doesn't.
Everyone's different.
It takes as long as it takes.
You can grieve for somebody like a parent or a wife or a son or whatever, people close to you. You might grieve for the next 30 fucking years, truth be told. Hopefully in that time it gets better and easier.
Yeah, I'm going to say easy is not necessarily the right word, but
no,
you learn to cope.
Manageable, more manageable.
Yeah. But it never goes away.
No.
No loss does.
It's been 3.5 years since my mum passed.
Mm-hmm.
Still think about it to this day.
Obviously, man.
And if you didn't, it wouldn't be normal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not normal anyway, but that's
that. Mind you, neither was your mum, for fuck's sake.
It's a weird one because, I mean, you still miss them, but at the same time, like the more time goes on, though, you start kind of reminiscing and you start just focusing on the good times, the good shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you do.
You still fucking miss them. I mean, I really fucking miss my nana and papa in bits, man.
I mean, me and my dad seem to be going through similar stages at similar times. For that first few weeks, both of us were so fucking angry at the world. I mean, we did take it out on certain people like you guys or Lisa or anybody like that, but if anybody else sort of not in our inner circle said the wrong thing, they were going to get fucking smacked.
Yeah.
See, I mean, I was talking to you about this, Matt, the other night, and you made a good point. The worst thing you can do is just bottle it up because that's when you will fucking explode.
It is.
I have been talking about it. I mean, I'm lucky.
Like both of us said, we are if you just want to get on that.
I'm lucky enough, but I'm lucky enough that I'm that close because of all the shit that my family's been through with him.
Exactly.
That I'm close enough with my mum and my sister that we talk about everything.
Yeah.
I mean, everything. There's no taboo when it comes to my mum and my sister. Do you know what I mean? Like, we can literally be really open.
Yeah.
So I was talking about everything that I was feeling, and so was my sister.
Yeah.
When we found out about that, and then the next day, as I said, the day after I found out, the day that me and my sister found out, it was like we'd just be kind of like not all there. We're not even thinking about him, but it's just like it was weird. Do you know what I mean? It was like, what am I meant to be feeling now? And I couldn't focus on anything. The day after, though, told you guys, angry as fuck.
Yeah.
Angry because there will never now be any sort of resolution.
Yeah. None. Yeah, you're not going to get that closure.
Still fucking a bit. Well, obviously, I'm still. You can hear it. I'm still fucking angry.
Yeah.
And I probably will be now. Do you know what I mean? But I can talk about it, so it's not all bottled up like it used to be.
Yeah.
You know? And I did have a raging fucking temper, man. I was a fucking nasty bastard in my early 20s, all the way up to my 30s.
You got every right to be and feel like that.
Not like intentionally nasty people, but if I was pissed off, everything round about me felt the brunt of it. Not anyone. I was never violent with anyone. Never been violent. Ever. just not that type
Unusual
of
for a
person.
Glaswegian.
I'm not a physically violent person. I'm a pacifist. Proper fucking pacifist. I hate violence. Inanimate objects, though, they're fucking free game.
That's why he left Glasgow. He's a pacifist Glaswegian. That's why he left.
Yeah. Inanimate objects, that's fucking free game. You're fucking getting it.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? And I was nasty to be around if I was in a foul temper. But I learned how to deal with it, man.
Yeah.
And it was talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least when you had all them dealings with Sky and such like, at least you provided me and my dad with some entertainment.
Dealing with Sky is that's not funny.
Oh, I know, because I used to work for them.
It was that's it, Lisa. It was probably G that you were talking.
It is
used to work for Sky years ago.
Oh, that fucking story.
Sky knew how fucking terrible they were when it came to dealing with customers, to the point where they just told us, as their employees, just fucking give them a free entertainment package, and give them free vouchers, and give them so much money off their next bill. That'll keep them happy. Problem never get fucking solved though. The problem was still there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Car insurance to deal with next.
Oh, fun.
Oh,
They're not as bad these days, Martin. They're not as bad these days. I'll give them that. They have improved. And so is their customer service. Their employees are better trained now. I mean, the training we got, we just get told, if a customer's pissed off, don't even bother trying to find out the problem. Just give them this and hope that they don't come back. That was pretty much their resolution. Now they're at least they do have some sort of technical expertise that they're trained on, which is essentially, and it does 9 times out of 10, this will work. The old IT crowd trick. Turn it off and on again.
I'll tell you a funny story about calling companies. My dad had, right, I set my dad. No, my dad was not great with IT. You know the sort of person you walk in the house, this computer's playing up again. I thought, oh, here we go again. Every time I had to fix his computer.
Yeah.
So he says to me one day, I saw you can buy that easier on like eBay and stuff, Dad. I said, look, I'll set you an account up, thinking I was being helpful. So I set him an eBay account up. I set him a PayPal account up. So he goes on, buys something on there. And it turned up and it wasn't right. I said, that's all right. So send it back. I said, get your money back through PayPal. Didn't get his money back through PayPal. So put in a complaint and says, look, you know, blah, 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 blah. So Dad says, that's it. I'm phoning PayPal. I said, why? I said, this argument with PayPal was, I wish I'd recorded it. He's shouting down the phone at this Irish bloke, because obviously PayPal was then in Dublin. So he's shouting down the phone, and he went, why is it always somebody Irish that picks up the phone when I'm fucking on phone up PayPal? I went, Dad, they're in Dublin. He went, I'll fucking drive there and get the fucking money. I know where you are. I said, Dad, do you fucking evening? So I got the phone off him and took the phone off him and spoke to bloke at PayPal. I said, how come you can't do a refund? He says, oh, we can. I said, well, you just said you couldn't. He said, no, we can. I said, we just need you to authorise it on the account. So I went on the account, authorised it. I went, there you go. I said, that's got your money back. He went, well, Well, it didn't work when I did it. I was like,
That's what I get from my mum anytime there's anything fucking they're remotely IT or phone based.
Yeah.
it's never their
Well,
fault.
I've done that and it never worked for me.
Yeah. or if something's going wrong with his laptop, here, sort that out.
There's something wrong with this.
Like right now, my mum's wanting me to sort out her Disney because like Disney have now, if you're with Sky, you now get Disney included as part of your package. So now she's wanting to swap all the details over to the Sky. And I've told her how to do it. It's so fucking easy. You literally just click a button at the main fucking page and it'll ask you to put in your email and the password. Done. Nope, but she still needs me to do it. Because no doubt, whenever I go to do it, I'll get that same thing. I'll do it and she'll go, I fucking done that.
It didn't work when I did it.
Clearly you didn't.
Well, when my mum was still here, she'd buy shit tons of crap off eBay, especially obviously when she used to do crafting. But whatever, basket's full. Pass it to me dad. Here you go. You'll fucking pay for it. I won't mind. Fucking PayPal, but in her name.
You know, eBay and PayPal should have an age restriction.
Yeah, anybody between 30 and 65.
I would extend that to Amazon because see my mum's house, it was like an Amazon fucking warehouse at one point. She'd go on board, she'd just sit and look through things and then she'd go, oh, that looks good, that looks handy, I'll buy that. And then it'll just sit in the box. She'll forget what it was months down the line and she'll be like, we'll be like, you're not going to open that? Because I don't know about you guys, but see, whenever I order anything from Amazon, it's like fucking Christmas when it arrives. You're like, whoa! You know what I mean? But whenever my mum gets something, it's just like, and then she'll forget she had it. And because we had to, my uncle and I were opening boxes and we were like, what's that? And she'd be like, oh, I forgot about that. I don't even know if I need that anymore because I got this other thing.
One Christmas, right? This is one Christmas. My dad's just not long before he died, right? He went through a stage. He was like Amazon's buyer of the month, or something. He was on it, right? And it was just before Christmas, and he'd cooked a roast dinner between us. And he's nice and he's sharpening. I went, yeah, they do, Dad. I said, I'll do them. I'll do them tomorrow. So because I've got proper whetstones. So I thought, go and do them properly. But I don't bother about sharpening. I've ordered some new ones. Right, okay. 3 days before Christmas, 4 boxes turn up.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't bought what? You know when it says box of 5 knives, so you've got your paring knife and your knife and your carving knife and your chopping knife and then your meat fork.
It's the collection in one box.
Oh no, we bought 4 of them.
Thinking that it was 1 per box.
These were like 120 quid knife sets.
Fuck's sake.
So I got them all out on the dining room table. I went, so which ones do you like? Oh, I like those. I think we'll keep those. I went, right, we're sending the others back.
See, we're lucky in that respect. He's not got an Amazon account.
Thank God for that.
Yeah. He's dangerous enough on fucking eBay.
Worst thing my mum could have done. eBay and Amazon, as you said, Matt, should not be accessible for people over a certain age because it's too fucking handy.
He said to us, have you got an Amazon account? Yeah, we both have. All right. So if I say, oh, you can get it for us. No problem. But yeah, if he had an Amazon account, it'd just be fucking Amazon boxes everywhere.
Honestly, I saw my mum, right, sitting there. As I said, my uncle and I were sitting opening all these boxes because we get sick of the sight of them just sitting there in the living room unopened because we were getting frustrated. Like, hey, here you go, Pete. we were getting frustrated, sitting wondering what the hell it is in these boxes. Do you know what I mean? And we're getting frustrated at my mum because we're like, you're not even curious what's in them. Because obviously by this time she's forgotten that she even ordered it in the first place. Timu as well, and AliExpress, she has accounts with them, and it's just as fucking bad.
Yes, Bill, we know Timu's lethal, but with me and Bill it is fucking.
But we were opening all these boxes, right? And there was one box we opened, and I remember her saying for ages that she needed a bigger air fryer because like she wanted one that would have a section for her veggies, a section for like this and that. She wanted a soup pot that she could just stick on and just forget about instead of having to keep going in and fucking stirring and checking. She could just chuck ingredients in and leave it. We're opening these boxes and we're like, there's the fucking soup pot. There's the fucking air fryer that you said you needed. She's like, oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. And we're like, fucking open them when you get them then. It's that fucking easy. Fuck's sake.
I like Timu stuff. Your farts are lethal, are they?
Pete, I bet they're not a patch on mine. Because my diet changed drastically in the past year. And I have a heavy protein and bran diet.
Oh dear.
It's fucking lethal, man. This is chemical warfare, weapons grade farts. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh.
Well, the shit really could hit the funnel. Steady, Pete. Steady. Don't cough. Don't laugh.
Yeah, don't laugh.
I definitely don't sneeze.
Do not trust a fart.
Not at his age.
Yeah, not at our age.
True.
No.
We learned that the hard way.
Bill, it was you that got me on fucking Timu.
Timu and AliExpress. It's like pointless gadgets that make you think that you need them. You buy them and then you're like, why did I fucking buy this?
Yes, you're in the right place if you decide to shit yourself.
Nice one, Pete. Nice one.
We would not laugh.
No.
Never. We would take this seriously.
Yeah, we wouldn't take the piss at all.
Honestly.
Good stuff, Lisa.
It's fucking hurt bite me tongue, though, I'll tell you that.
So, Pete, being an Anthrax fan, on a scale of 1 to 10, how fucking pissed off are you right now? Because I've been listening to them since the fucking mid-80s, and I'm fucking livid.
That could happen.
Big announcement. We've named the album that we were supposed to release last year.
Yay.
Well done. See, that's handy, Pete. That is handy.
Yeah, I've got one of them things to put on the Floyd rolls for changing strings. That is handy. I've got to admit.
No, I have something.
It says pissing about with a 9-volt battery, I tell you.
I have something that you two should consider buying from Timu.
That screwdriver set were good.
That is definitely worth having.
Yep.
What the fuck
That's
is
a good
I
screwdriver
shall
set.
now amaze you and do my bit of Timu.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Even with a proper phone, it's got phone opener and all those types of bits in it.
Ooh.
And it's got all the security bits.
It's got all those bits that you might never need.
Yes. But it's great. And it was a tenner.
It's good knowing that you have them just in case.
And the other thing that you lot should definitely consider is one of them picker-uppers, you know.
Fuck off.
Oh, grabbers.
We're all getting to that age where when you go to get something off
I
the floor, you
know.
go,
I'm in the same boat as you, Matt. I'm in the same boat as you. You're worse, obviously, but I'm in the same boat as you. I do
when
need.
You
See,
stand up,
we
sound effects.
we don't have to go on Tmall for one of them. There's a shit shop in town that sells pretty decent metal ones of them, so we're good.
You know, the thing for the Floyd Rose, I saw a guy that actually had a good idea. Like, I don't know, like with some Floyd Rose setups, and depending on the guitar, obviously you need to take the back plate off. Use the back plate. Sit under the bridge.
I think they're
Bob's
about.
your Uncle Fanny's your auntie.
And Maureen was my auntie, actually.
She might have been nicknamed Fanny though.
That would not surprise me. She got around. Lisa, I think those grabbers on Timo are about $199.
No, it's not that I'm unfit, Pete. It's I have a curvature of the spine and the degradation of 2 discs in my lumbar region. So
in other words,
is well and truly fucked.
In other words, he's an old git.
Exactly.
Oh no, this has been since I was 17.
It's
age
all right.
doesn't help. I will grant you that.
No. The bending over bit, you'll feel much better after the CrossFit. You'll be able to bend all the way to the ground to get it. You won't be able to get back up, but you'll be able to bend over to get it.
Nope.
So it's either a trolley jack or... I'll tell you what I did find myself listening to this morning, and I'd forgotten how good it was. I was listening to Billy Connolly's version of the Crucifixion. I thought, on today, I thought, the Crucifixion, I thought, yeah, I've got to listen to it. Yeah. That was, if nobody's ever listened to it, it's
the guy is a modern day Socrates.
And if anybody else had tried doing that, different accent, it would never work.
Yeah.
Because you've got that Clydebank, the Glasgow accent. Yeah. It's perfect.
He was from Partick. Or Partick, if you're from outside of Scotland.
I've still got one of my dad's Billy Connolly CDs. And I'm talking from back in day when he was still drinking.
They're all on there.
Funnily enough, he used to drink at one of the pubs that my nana was a barmaid at, because she was actually good friends with Jerry Rafferty, who used to frequent our bar.
Yeah. The Nike's Head was his main pub, wasn't it?
Probably.
But on this CD, you can tell how much he's had to drink because how strong his accent gets. CD, unless you're from Clydebank and Glasgow, you've no fucking chance.
Back when he was like still on the sauce, like you could tell he would come on and he'd be like, "Hello." So I was going down the street one day, and then he'd have a few more, and then he'd be like, "So I was walking down the street the other day." You're like, "Huh?"
It gets worse and worse.
Yeah. Well, this is it, because this is back in his proper drinking days in 70s. This recorded. Yeah.
The big fucking banana boots.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the other person I ended up watching after watching about an hour and a half of Billy. I ended up watching Robin Williams.
Oh, yeah.
How much do I miss that, man? Oh, my God.
Yeah. Yep. I honestly, see if there isn't a national holiday when Billy Connolly passes, God forbid. It's coming. We all know it's an inevitability for all of us. If there is not a national holiday decreed for his passing, it is a crime.
Yep.
Definitely should.
Because that man is a true national fucking treasure.
Yeah. There should have been more done for Robin Williams as well.
Absolutely. But the problem there, though, is he was very, very personal. He kept all of that in. If he was just a wee bit more open, he maybe wouldn't have got to that stage.
It's just so sad that he...
It is. Because, I mean, nobody, even fucking close family and friends, didn't see it coming.
No.
That's the problem. But he was of that generation, though. Like, you don't talk about that.
No. Oh, Bill Hicks. Fucking used to love watching Bill Hicks.
Modern day Socrates, Billy Connolly, George Carlin, Bill Hicks, Dave Allen.
Oh, Dave Allen,
Williams, obviously.
That's just like a list, my playlist of comedians. It's just like,
proper comedians, but philosophers at the same time.
Yep. Proper observational comedy.
Maybe a bit of Charlie Williams in there.
Oh, gotta have a bit of Charlie.
I just love Charlie for how he dealt with fucking racist people. It was
That'd be old flower.
perfect.
Rufus! Greetings, my
Don't last so hard,
friends.
with all that mascara, you'll be darker than me.
It just makes you laugh. You look at, like, if you compare two comedians, black comedians, okay? One, Charlie Williams, who dealt with racism brilliantly. And then you got Lenny Henry.
And let's not forget Richard Pryor.
Wow.
Oh, it's like, what's the difference between Charlie Williams and Lenny Henry? One's funny, one's Lenny Henry.
Perfect.
Brilliant. Yeah, Richard Pryor. He was gold
Richard
well,
Pryor.
man, back in his day.
I mean, just going back to Charlie. I mean, Sticky used to get off Bernard Manning, even just on when he used to wheel tappers. But I tell you what, he'd fucking give it him back twice as much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's very few modern comedians, even in the past 20 years, would compare, even remotely compare to these guys. So
I think Ricky Gervais is quite...
Ricky Gervais, yeah. Because he is a proper philosopher as well.
He's pretty good.
He's got very...
With Ricky, to me, he's got better as he's got older.
Yeah. It's because he just calls it like it is.
Yeah.
He calls it like it is. There's no fucking... Why bother fucking avoiding taboo? Talk about it. Address the fucking issue by using that term.
Exactly. That's what good comedy is about. He's facing up to those taboos.
Mm-hmm. He's not criticising, like the whole MONG controversy that he went through when people were calling for him to be cancelled when he used that word in one of his live sets.
Yeah.
And he made a very good point, even in the actual routine itself. I'm not decrying or demeaning people with learning difficulties by using that word. I'm actually demeaning the people that are of lesser intelligence by using that word to describe them. So it's like you're claiming that word back on behalf.
Exactly.
I mean,
well, it's like Ian Jury with Spasticus.
Spasticus autisticus.
Yeah. Oh, we can't use that for Paralympics. Why not? No, it weren't Paralympics, what it were
Special.
Special. Yeah, but year of special needs, wasn't it?
Well, if you remember, that was when we used to call people who were mentally disabled. We used to call them special.
Yeah.
Which...
So really, that's No,
That's
that's just as
just
bad as calling them a mong.
that's
Yeah.
so fucking condescending, though.
And it was condescending that Ian was saying, that people can rise up from disability.
Exactly.
He
Well,
was
he did.
calling people to, just because you've got a disability doesn't mean fucking jack shit. You can still rise up and do shit. He didn't give a flying fuck.
Absolutely, Pete. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly,
I mean,
yeah.
Ricky Gervais, he's one of those comedians, and he's said it himself, even in his own routines.
But the BBC
Taboo is only taboo when it is not talked about. When you talk about it, you take the taboo out of that situation. You're not normalizing the situation, but you're talking about it and addressing the problem in itself.
Right.
So, and at the end of the day, if you can't laugh about it, what's the point?
I'm sure it was.
Try and find the funny side in anything, just as a coping mechanism. That's all it is. At the end of the day, is a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
Well, it's like we said before. The British sense of humour is fucking dark.
Oh, it is. But we still talk about our shit. I mean, we were talking about grief earlier on, the grieving process. When my aunt comes over from Scotland, and my uncle as well, whenever he visits, we always end up in conversations about my nan and papa, their mum and dad.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll sit there and we'll go, man, fucking miss them. But it's been so many years at this point now where, yeah, there's still a bit of sadness there. There always will be because they're not here. But what do we end up doing? We end up sitting laughing about shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that is all it is. It's a coping mechanism. You laugh about the dark shit as a way of coping with it.
Well, it's like we also with my dad, with my mum. It's like their mother had fucking ripped into fucking shreds.
Precisely, Pete. Python. Holy fuck. I mean, you weren't here at the time, but no, you were here when Matt mentioned the crucifixion story that Billy Connolly tells. That's dark, but it's fucking hilarious.
Well,
but it still has a point.
Or you have to go back to many fucking Dave Allen sketches, especially that one with there's the two funerals racing towards the fucking graveyard, and there's already somebody getting buried.
That's my funeral, mate. I said that. I'm having that done.
Monty Python, man, there's never ever going to be. Well, the Fast Show was the only show since Monty Python that even got close to Monty Python. I mean, the Fast Show's kind of, in Britain at least, the Fast Show's kind of became a bit of an institution, just like Monty Python has.
Yeah, it has.
Rightfully so, because those guys that wrote the Fast Show were fucking geniuses as well.
Yeah.
And again, they make comedy out of dark fucking shit as well. I mean, the whole thing about Rolly, what's his face? The old guy. Great big spider. I was very, very drunk. I mean, he's a really fucking tragic character, and yet he's fucking hilarious. That's fucking proper genius, man.
There's a lot of good shows that you just couldn't make today.
Yep. Because, I mean, I don't know if you guys remember, there was one sketch that they done the whole way through. You're laughing your ass off because it's just that character and he's doing the whole thing, the typical thing, like, you don't understand a word, but every now and then you do understand a bit of it. And then at the end, he just looks up at the camera and he's proper tears in his eyes because Paul Whitehouse is a fucking amazing actor as well. But he looks up and he's got tears in his eyes and he goes, and I held it in my arms then he just kind of bows his head, and it goes really fucking quiet, and the camera kind of pulls out, and you're like, what the fuck, man? But it was genius, man. Fucking genius.
I think another show that couldn't be made today is Blackadder.
No.
You couldn't make Blackadder today. Not in its original form. None at 4 series.
Well, the 4th series, there's been people complaining about
because it was making fun about the war. No, it
the
wasn't.
final episode.
Oh, that was beautiful, man.
The beauty of that.
That final episode, they couldn't have made it. They couldn't have finished it off any better.
It's
you guys, but see that whole end sequence. It was heart wrenching.
It was. It's the beauty of that, of them saying, "This is how pointless war is. This is what is the point of it? Nobody can ever give you a point to war because there isn't one. It's just
it was handled so delicately and lovingly as well, but you could tell the admiration that the writers had.
Fade out gradually to the poppy fields, and then off it goes.
I mean, that episode, that episode gets me.
Yeah,
just like listening to Motörhead 1916.
Oh, yeah.
Well, again, like that sketch I was talking about for my Fast Show, I defy any person to watch that doesn't laugh their asses off, for one. But by the end of that whole fucking sketch, if you're not sitting with at least a lump in your throat, you ain't fucking human.
The other sketch that was good for it was, what was it? When Paul Whitehouse was playing the farmhand.
Oh, Ted.
Ralph
and Ted, yeah.
And it was obviously about the Lord of the Manor,
unspoken love,
unspoken love.
Yep.
But it was so
beautiful.
It was so brilliantly done. There was a comical side to it.
There was. They made fun of it, but at the same time, they're like, "But why? What's wrong about it? Why should they have had to keep it a secret from each other?"
So if
you know what I mean? Like, just accept it. You know what I mean?
It's actually saying how stupid it is to be like this.
Yeah. But that's again, like that, going back to the whole fucking what we were saying earlier. That is the point of proper comedy, though. It's to find something funny in something that isn't really funny, in order to be able to deal with it. If you can, because at least you're addressing the subject. You're not just sweeping it under a rug and forgetting it exists. You're addressing it in some way, and you're drawing other people's attention to it.
Yeah.
Okay. They might laugh about it, but we laugh at funny. We laugh at dark shit all the time.
Absolutely.
Even in real life.
There's one of these antiques restoration shows. I think that one of the episodes has been pulled off at BBC. I think it must be iPlayer, because it's an episode that my Monkhouse were on.
Right.
And they pulled it for the joke that he says, I still have sex at 75. I only live at 74, so it's not too far away.
What's wrong with that?
It's a funny joke.
What's wrong with that?
It's a really, not being funny, that is a really innocent.
Any normal person would just laugh at it. They wouldn't go, "Oh, I'm offended."
Oh, some people have been offended and they've pulled it.
And again, I'm sorry. Going back to earlier on, I said it earlier on. If you're watching something and you're offended, don't fucking watch it. Turn it over. Don't fucking ruin it for the rest of us by asking for it to be boycotted.
It's like we've said.
Don't bother watching. It's not for you in the first place.
Exactly. It's like we said on other shows when they've got Chubby Brown cancelled at Sheffield City Hall. He's made that fucking place some money over years. But
Frankie Boyle, I don't like him, but at the end of the day, the guy is
stop anybody else.
A lot of people love him.
Yeah.
He's been effectively cancelled because of the whole fucking woke thing now.
Yeah.
But he was bringing joy to a lot of people. So if you don't like him, don't go and see him.
Oh. Well, it
And
says
then
on
complain that you
Jimmy
were
Brown
offended.
tickets, if you are offended, do not fucking enter the show.
Exactly. You know, I don't care what anybody says. If you're going to see somebody like Frankie Boyle, you're not going to go not knowing what to expect. You know what's fucking coming. So if you're easily offended, just don't bother fucking going.
I still want to know to this day how Father Ted got away with doing that program when it was based in the South. Because it was all written and based in.
That's another one, though. The Irish have always had a really wicked and dark sense of humour.
Oh, yeah.
They've had to have, because, I mean, look at the amount of shit the country's been through. Not just recently, I'm talking for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
They've been through the fucking ringer.
And
So
I'm not being
if
funny.
they can't laugh, if
The
they can't find the
characters-
slightest bit of joy to get on with their own shit, then what's the fucking
You
point?
go and travel round Ireland, okay? And I guarantee you, every house you go in, that character of the
Mrs. Doyle.
Mrs. Doyle is every mother in an Irish house. You walk in, you will be offered two things: a cup of tea and a sandwich.
Oh, go on now. Go on now.
Or unless it's winter, then you might get offered soup as well. Guaranteed. That's Ireland, right? It's stereotypical, but it does.
Oh, we know that, Pete.
Yeah, that's the whole fucking woke thing and like cancel culture.
Yeah,
people get offended on other people's behalf. Don't fucking speak for me.
Fuck them.
I'll be the first one to tell you.
Fuck 'em.
Fuck off. If I'm offended, I'll fucking tell you I'm offended.
I'm trying to think about something I was actually genuinely offended by, and I can't really think of anything.
But it's like you said earlier. Offence is taken, it's never given.
Unless it's through with my family.
No, I can't really think of anything that's ever offended me over the years. If I don't
how many times have I said you can take the piss out of me as much as you want? I don't give a shit. I do it to myself. So,
exactly. The Scottish are the same, but you're a Northerner, so you're a fucking token Scotsman anyway. Very similar senses of humour. We're very self-deprecating people.
Yeah, but say anything against my family or any of my friends, you're going to fucking get it both barrels.
Yep.
Thing is, it's also that old saying: if you can dish it out, if you're going to dish it out, taking the piss, be prepared to take it back.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yep.
There's no problem with that. If you can have a joke and you should be able to take it back.
Absolutely. Fucking hell. Just look at us three. We just take the piss out of each other all the time. And Bill.
I'm not being funny, Pete, but see what you were saying about the likes of Facebook, basically social media, like all these supposed people that go around and like do the virtue flagging thing. A lot of them are actually bots. A lot of them are bots.
Yep.
And this isn't just a conspiracy theory here. This isn't a tinfoil hat G moment. This is social programming.
A black hat moment.
It's social programming. This is people in charge of most of these fucking companies and organizations that want things a certain way and want people a certain way. So what do? Social media is the best way to get at people nowadays. So if they have certain bots and start influencing opinion, then basically cultural opinion starts to change as well.
You see, they put an AI post up. Do you like? I mean, I've got a lot of bike stuff, motorbikes on mine. So they'll put, do you prefer this Honda over this Kawasaki or this blah blah blah? This? Fuck off! It's like it's trying to start an argument. It's all it's trying to start.
It is. But I mean, That's why I don't really do social media at all these days, because
you see these Facebook posts. Do you prefer this singer over this singer? No, like them both. Fuck off.
Yep. And the thing is, like, each time you answer anything like that, or you spend a certain amount of time, I mean, the algorithm in all of these platforms has got so advanced now that if you're scrolling, if you see something that catches your attention, bink, that's it. You're now going to see that along with all the other shit that you stopped to look at. You're going to get force fed that now. But they're actually in China, right? China
Hello.
Actually only allows their own people to access, don't know if it's all social media or if it's only TikTok. Might just be TikTok, right?
But just TikTok.
They only allow 15 minutes per day. It is actually built into the app specifically for China. You are not allowed any longer than 15 minutes because it has been found to cause attention problems in any age.
That's
but
right.
It also has a severe impact on developing brains, as in like teens, kids. So it is causing severe fucking psychological issues as far as attention's concerned. They know that. The Western world, however, is quite happy to just allow that shit because they, like pharmaceutical companies and all the other fucking organizations profit from having to treat you for it.
I don't think I've even spent 15 minutes on Twitter full fucking stop.
I don't do Twitter. I don't do Twitter. I don't do TikTok at all.
I have got a Twitter, but obviously I only spam my videos out on there because I just get so fucking angry at half these fucking posts. I was like, no, just fucking keep off.
You're missing out on all Donald Trump's latest tweets.
Oh, what a shame.
The ramblings.
He's bad enough looking at Hair Starmer's fucking tweets.
The ramblings of a moron.
Again, Hair Starmer.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And again, that is not a conspiracy theory, what I was just saying about
everybody is
you can go and find that anywhere online about China and TikTok. Certain other countries are actually beginning to adapt the same policy where they're going to start limiting people's access as far as the time spent on it is concerned to social media, because it has now been proven to have a detrimental effect on the fucking brain.
Well, the current UK government is thinking of doing it, aren't they?
Yep. I mean, the whole thing is, right, TikTok, you do the scroll, you find a post you like, instant dopamine hit.
Yeah.
Instant dopamine. You don't find one, but you still carry on because you're looking for that next hit, just like a junkie. It is turning people into being addicted to dopamine.
And Tyler's probably going to hate me for this, but Tyler, his news, he doesn't go out and try and find news sources.
Okay? He can't in America.
No, he uses TikTok.
Yeah, sadly though.
He's
not. They're limiting the access to actual news in America.
He's being geo-blocked everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, like Bill's just said. He put a search in for how to get to Canada from where he lives.
Good luck pissing me off.
Geo-blocked from find the results you're looking for.
That sounds like a challenge, Pete. Yeah, Tyler actually can't find Canada.
But we are talking about Tyler. He probably can't find Canada anyway.
This is the thing. I mean, this is basically everything that's been happening for decades in America as far as like the social programming coming to a head. with social media, because it's social media, everybody's eyes are on social media, so they're now only just noticing, but it's always been happening. America has been very, very geo-locked. Their education system, all they're taught about is their own country. They're indoctrinated from fucking elementary school and kindergarten to pledge their allegiance to a flag.
Don't talk about education.
Here's a scary thought for you. Tyler has learned more about world history from me and Bill than he has when he was at school.
Yeah. They're only taught about their own history.
Yeah. Well,
and as far as their history during the Second World War is concerned, they won it for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
that's been going on for decades, that though.
There's
this guy that we watch on YouTube, and he goes around asking young kids basic questions, if you will. Some of them are a bit harder than others, but we're asking these young kids, sort of late teens, early 20s, and one of the questions he asked was, what's 5 times 10?
76.
Yeah,
42.
that's a lot of fucking answers he got.
Mm-hmm.
What's the smallest 3-digit number? 111.
Not be funny, but you look at you guys. Obviously, I mean, we watch a lot of YouTube, right? You watch any American person that does YouTube, right? Yes, they might be very, very verbose in their own spoken language, but you watch them try and read anything from a page, anything from a screen. It's like trying to listen to a fucking primary school kid, elementary school kid.
It's bad.
Trying to read something from a fucking kid's book. It is so bad. They'll overlook words. It's almost like some words don't exist in the sentence that you're seeing up on the screen, or they'll completely fucking misread the word.
Yeah.
It's worse than dyslexia.
We joked with Tyler about.
Well, with Americans, they spell fucking words wrong.
And honestly, Tyler doesn't understand certain words. He doesn't. Yeah. And this is not. I'm not putting Tyler down. I really do like Tyler.
It's the country.
But Tyler is so restricted in what he understands.
The whole country is, unless you get to a certain. There's access to proper fucking learning, but you need money for it. There's no fucking bones about it. You need money if you want a proper education in order to go anywhere. And
just imagine
the majority of the fucking American population are only taught the bare minimum of what they need to know in order to perform their jobs.
Just imagine Trump landing on Greenland and Pete being out there shaking the guitar at him furiously.
Oh, don't even get me started in that fucking twat.
I'm going to say,
birthright citizenship isn't a given anymore in America. Where's your wife from, Donald? Or more to the point, where are your parents from, Donald? So birthright citizenship isn't a given then. Bye, Donald.
The great orange fart does it again. Yeah, that is scary, Bill. The fact that their exams are actually
all exams are multiple choice.
Yeah,
all of their major exams in high school and mostly college as well are multiple choice.
No, multiple yes. Get it right.
I'm
not
going to talk anymore about Donald because it's a whole.
Yeah, you can leave that for tomorrow's show.
It's a true can of worms.
Or today's show as it is now.
I mean, did you? Fuck's sake! Did you see his latest? He's supposed to be given a fucking wartime briefing, and he went on about Sharpie pens for 45 minutes.
No, I didn't see
Or
that.
thereabouts. He was
But
supposed to be given a
about
briefing about a war, and he was talking about how the pens that they were supposed to use cost thousands of dollars, but he just decided, no, we're going to give these away to people that really need them because they didn't really work. Most of them didn't have ink. I prefer Sharpies because they're big and I can take it.
Hey, Pete, we don't need to know anything about his ballroom. Thank you very much.
And he said that he'd done a deal with Sharpie to provide the White House with cheap pens. Meanwhile, the head of Sharpie said,
"Fuck off."
I don't remember the White House ever being in touch with us.
You think he'd have got a better deal with, crayon?
He really should be using crayons. But there's a risk that he would fucking get them lodged somewhere, though.
He might eat them.
Yeah.
Especially the orange ones.
Where's all your crayons gone, Donald?
Because what it was, right, in true Trump fashion, right, it was supposed to be, somebody had asked about how he'd supposedly given a private briefing. He is not a fucking Scotsman, Martin. Don't you fucking dare. I would rather have fucking Doncaster be part of Scotland.
It is.
Did you hear what they did outside the golf course?
But anyway, somebody, I can't remember if it was one of the journalists or something, or if it was one of the fucking cabinet or whatever, had asked him about a private briefing that he'd given where he'd illustrated on a map of Iran about troop placement, right? And he had all this amazing, like, fucking photographic memory access to, the geography of Iran. So somebody asked him about it, and he went on about Sharpie pens.
There's a couple of favourite ones in mind. One of them is the one when they were talking about the America winning something sport, and Donald picked up the American football and run out the Oval Office while he was supposed to be talking. The other one is when he was about his golf course in Scotland, somewhere up on the west coast. I can't remember.
It's Trin, which is just outside of here.
And he said, I'm not having windmills anywhere near my golf course. We are not having this.
Doesn't get a fucking say in the matter. That's the fucking stupid thing.
The local council, Scottish Council went, yeah, we'll have windmills there. Then so they built windmills all the way down.
That's the stupid thing. He thinks that he has that kind of power. He doesn't. He only owns the fucking golf course. He doesn't own the fucking coast. Never mind the fucking sea where the windmills are placed.
Did you hear he was meant to be coming to Ireland, running up to Drumlin? Because he's got a golf course up there. And all the local farmers said if he turns up there, they're coming past with muck spreaders.
Good.
So,
well, see the Troon golf course. It got vandalised. The sign got vandalised.
Yeah, I saw that.
You can go and look at it online. What the locals actually wrote. Quite funny.
The other one that he did was he apparently Donald is going to take over Ireland. Donald, this has been tried before by the Normans, the Vikings, and they all got their asses handed to them and booted.
And the Scots.
And the Scots.
Scots even tried it at one point.
And they all got their asses handed to them. If you want to come over,
fucking packing.
Send your best troops, and you want to come over for a fight.
You don't fuck with Celts.
You bring it, motherfucker, because we're going to send you packing.
Never fuck with the Celts. There's a reason why the Romans had to build not one, but 2 walls to keep the Celts out of England.
Yep.
Because we're mad bastards.
But Donald is going to take over Ireland. You're
Good
fucking,
luck. Good
Yeah.
fucking luck.
that ain't going to happen. We need to send an Irish exploratory force to the White House. Sponsored by Guinness.
Oh, it'll be sponsored by McDonald's. That's his favourite 5-star restaurant.
Oh. Jameson's.
Oh, I do like it.
That's why he has diverticulosis, right? That's one of his conditions that is known about. That's why he shits himself. Because of his fucking diet, because he has ate nothing but McDonald's. It has fucked up his fucking whole colon and bowel system.
It's no wonder he talks so much shit.
Yeah. And Coca-Cola, yeah. That stuff. My mate has now has diverticulitis and fucking other intestinal issues because he drank. And I'm about to turn 50 next week, right? My best mate is the same age as me. Since we were 3 years old when I first met him, he had a 2-litre bottle of Coca-Cola, the proper shit, to himself every fucking day.
Oh, no, not every day.
His intestinal system and bowel colon is fucked as a result. Because I mean, it gets used as a fucking industrial cleaner nowadays.
Martin, we'll have less of your good ideas. We do not want Conor McGregor as PM.
Don't joke about that, Martin, by the way, because he was actually going to be going for that fucking role in Ireland, and Donald Trump was endorsing him.
And Sinn Féin weren't very happy, shall we say.
He wants the position of Irish Prime Minister.
This is where we could do with our Irish, our Southern Irish potato in the chat, because Conor McGregor had a pub, and about the same time he said he was going for Prime Minister, the pub accidentally caught fire.
Oh. That's an endorsement, isn't it?
I'm not
funny, that.
I'm not saying that it was anything to do with certain parties, but rumour has it.
Certain 3-letter parties.
Yes. He hasn't been seen in Ireland since.
I wonder why.
Dude, I'm not being funny, but he spent pretty much all of his adult life away from Ireland.
Yeah.
What does he know about the fucking running of the country now? What has he ever known about the running of anything?
Can we, if we're going to have a prime minister for, the South, as it were, to us, or for Ireland, can we at least have somebody who's capable of making a judgment call and has got a brain?
Well, we've talked about this before. If you're getting into politics, you should at least have some sort of fundamental qualification and expertise. You should have at least served at local council level. Otherwise, you're not fit to run for any fucking party, never mind fucking prime minister or president. Oh no, but you can do that in America. You can know nothing about anything, not naming names, but certain people have had the presidency who knew nothing about politics and had no experience whatsoever, hadn't even served local council, state level, nothing, and just stepped into the job.
And look how well that went.
Yeah.
The proof is out there, along with his brain somewhere.
Oh, what?
And I'm with Billy Connolly on this one anyway. Anyone with aspirations to become a politician should be forbidden from ever becoming one.
Correct. Another one that Billy Connell is on with. If you're left in a room on your own with a tea cosy and you don't try it on, you're not to be trusted.
No.
Definitely. And I can say, without a doubt, that I have done that many times.
Dude, I've done it countless times because my nana used to use a tea cozy and we used to try it on as kids all the time.
All the time.
All the tea cosies.
Especially after it had been on the teapot because it was nice and warm.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that, Martin.
Of course they are, Martin.
Hence why you should at least have some sort of experience and you should, you know.
I mean, just look at our fucking current
And again,
prime.
like Billy Connolly
He's
said,
a puppet for the fucking Fabian Society. Well,
Yeah.
most of the fucking... Oh, I think... If it's true what I read somewhere, all the current fucking cabinet are part of the Fabian Society.
Yeah, I have heard similar. Well, you've only got to look at them.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
we're all reptilians anyway.
That is also...
David Icke was right. David Icke was right.
Yeah.
I think he could be right, you know.
Well, I'm not being funny, but that guy is gaining some fucking serious traction recently.
Like I say,
Oh,
it's
sorry,
only a
Bill. Sorry, Bill.
conspiracy theory.
I mispronounced it.
It's only a conspiracy theory until it's proven correct.
You look at how many conspiracy theories were around in the 90s that have now been proven to be true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody laughed at everyone that said that Area 51 existed. And then all it took was for one president to actually admit it. And all the people that laughed at the conspiracy theorists were like, oh, just not talk about it.
I'll tell you somebody
Don't
else.
mention it. Don't mention it.
An issue with at the minute is Prince Charles. Prince Charles, it's all right to celebrate
King.
religious prince. He's not even a prince in my eyes. He's a nobody now. But all right, we'll go with King Charles, who praised Ramadan and Eid and the Muslim holidays.
Does not put out an Easter message.
But hasn't put out an Easter message, and he's King of the Church of England. What the fuck sort of example does that set? Big eared fucking...
Don't get me started on the monarchy.
I'm sorry, but King Charles...
I think it's a pointless institution, to be honest, in modern day.
Well, you would. You're a Scot. You're anti-royalist.
Even if I wasn't Scottish, I'd probably still say the same if I had been educated the same way.
I'd
had the
agree
same
with you.
family. Had the same family. I'd still have the same opinion.
I'd agree with you, to be fair, mate.
Cocker.
Yeah, well, sorry, he ain't my king. Royalty died with Queen Elizabeth.
Yep.
I'll agree there.
I think she had her faults.
As they all do, as we all have.
But she was very dignified.
And I think she covered up some things.
Yep.
She covered up a lot of things.
But
where Randy Andy were concerned.
At the end of the day, she was a mother, though.
But I do think she was a good woman. I think she was a good person.
Again, private talks that we had, right, regarding my own situations. But that's a mother. At the end of the day, she's the mother of someone's, she has a family to protect.
That's not
she's a proper matriarch in that sense, right? And she is a mother. She's protecting her own children, right? Because my own grandmother done the exact same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Because she thought she was right protecting her own family.
Yep.
Whether it was proven or not what had actually happened, regardless of that, that was her kids.
Yeah.
She done what she was raised to believe was right in protecting the kids, not standing up for what's right, actually. And she done the same. The Queen done the exact fucking same.
So Pete's king is better than our king.
My God's better than yours.
She did though, Bill. She did do a lot more good than harm. But as I said, she was a mother, and she done what she thought was right by her own family, and in doing so, she allowed certain things to still pass.
Our king is very good with flowers.
Sorry.
Very good with flowers.
I think Charles knows his days are numbered, and fucking William will take over sooner than later.
I think
everybody knows that, Martin. Everyone knows that.
Oh yeah,
they can kid on. They can kid on for all they like, but everyone else knows.
I think William would make quite a good king, to be fair.
I do as well, because he went through some dark fucking shit, man.
Yeah, but he's been about, hasn't he?
He must have. He has, and he did properly serve, not like his fucking uncle.
Yeah,
he was basically just a fucking figurehead. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, he went to the Falklands, but did he actually do anything?
He did go to the Falklands, but there's a lot of people who actually served in the Falklands who said he. A lot of it was sort of bullshitted.
Yeah,
should we say?
Yeah. Whereas William did actually do some fucking shit, man.
I mean, he was quite pissed off when I can't remember. It might have been the BBC News actually aired where he was going, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
And he was pissed off because he couldn't go.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, personally, I would have gone, thanks. But
he must have had questions himself. William, I'm talking about. He must have had questions himself when his mum died. Because I mean, to the average Joe, even we were like, "There's something not right there. Something's not right there." She was ready to fucking spill the beans on everything, and then, oh, she's had an accident. Yeah. Even if the everyday Joe's asking that question, what did he think? So he's had a lot of shit to deal with himself. Harry as well. Don't get me wrong, Harry as well. Just he's going about it a different way.
And he's ended up with that fucking dozy mint.
Camilla Parker Bowles.
Oh, God. What's face?
A cure for erectile problems.
What's known as a fucking challenging wank.
Yeah, that is a challenging one.
That's extremely challenging.
That's a very challenging one.
Yeah.
Exactly, Bill.
We're back to fucking police academy.
Camilla Parker Bowles. What's the best thing she's ever done? Being able to eat an apple from 40 yards away.
Through a wire fence. Mind you, Charles has got a cute nickname for her. Dobbin.
Fuck's sake. Thought you were about to say Dauber there.
Muffin the Mule. That's a whole other context we can
No.
But no, should the monarchy actually survive everything that's going on right now, William, I reckon, will do a good job. Even though I still disagree with the whole concept of it in modern day, but he'll at least give it a good shot.
You think I
was trying not to mention that.
You see, Lisa's gone darker than I did.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. He
Is
said
that why his fingers are so thick?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got big ears. You can pull him back out.
Is that why they're so thick and ruddy? Oh.
They might not like it, Martin, but he will fucking do it, William.
Honestly, Bill, I have some dark and weird fantasies, but
I agree, man.
None of them are like that, I promise you.
I'm not being funny, but I wouldn't put it past him to be the very first person to say, do we really need it? Let's just keep what we've earned thus far and just do away with it.
I think we do need a royal family. Yeah, but do you want a president do you want to end up with like a president?
You know, the political system.
Yeah, that's got
certain aspects will change, but it'll forever be a prime minister and parliament. It'll never be a president. No,
it'll change into if we go to a republic. Yeah, it'll change to
the royal family as it stands.
Whatever you call it, a president or a prime minister,
of,
they will have absolute power.
Yeah, but they don't. The royals these days don't really have a lot of actual power politically.
They don't have a lot of actual power.
Yes, I think it's more of a.
No, you cannot fucking do that.
I would sooner.
I think that's basically just protocol these days, though.
It's
purely a tradition more than anything.
But they do have the power to say, hold your fucking horses there, sunshine.
I would sooner have a royal family. Personally.
I just don't agree that anyone should have that sort of power. There shouldn't be one person with that amount of power. It should be. It should be.
That's
it should be some sort of think tank, which is essentially what the parliamentary system is.
That's basically what the Royal Privy Council's all about.
Why is it any time somebody says privy, I always think of a toilet?
But yeah, if we turn into a republic, whether you call it a prime minister or a president, they will have absolute power. And with this dozy cunt, I'm going to call him a cunt because
in our lifetimes, though, how many times have the monarchy actually stepped in to prevent anything that Parliament have actually said or done?
It's been a while, but there has
I'm
been
struggling to think of at least one.
I think you're going back to sort of Second World War time.
Exactly. When it was properly needed, though.
I think the issue, I prefer to have a royal family there rather than us go down a system that could end up like the American system.
Well, we know that, Martin.
I will grant you that if ever we're going to have a monarch who will actually exercise their power and right to power to disagree with and prevent anything that Parliament does, it's going to be William. But none of the rest of them have done anything, though. Not really. They've had their charitable organisations and their drives and their diplomatic roles and whatnot, but So I will grant you that I think William, if we're going to have any sort of proper monarch in the true sense of the word, yes, William probably will be it.
Well, apparently,
And all power to him,
I'm
if you ask me, but still.
sure I've heard this other day. All this thing that's gone off with Randy Andy, that it's William. I'm sure I've heard this. I'm sure I've heard this right. It's William that said that the two daughters can't turn up for the fucking Easter thing tomorrow. The Easter service. That's it.
Yeah, because they've pretty much cut that part of the family off.
Yeah.
And but that's what I mean, though, Bill. I know what you're saying, but I think in that, what you're basically saying, though, to me, that just seems more like tradition and protocol rather than an actual monarch wanting to have anything to do with it, to the point where they'll go, no, you can't fucking do that. You know what I mean? Because there'll be a lot of shit that we're not actually fucking getting past nowadays if a monarch really, truly had that fucking proper power. Hence why I'm saying, if any monarch is actually going to properly execute that right, it probably will be William, because he is more of a
Charles has got long
everyday kind of guy. Do you know what I mean?
I suppose
He's more normal than any royal has ever been. But let's put it that way.
I suppose if I defined it, am I a royalist? Yeah, then yeah, I suppose I am.
I'm not anti. That's the thing. I'm not anti. I just don't see.
Sides. I do get
up until now. I still haven't seen any point in why they're there. Maybe William will change my opinion. I hope so.
I think the royal family.
At least Catherine's better looking than fucking Osface.
Well, that's true. I think the royal family are good for the country, and they do bring in a lot of money for the country.
They do bring a lot of joy. I know that, and they do bring a lot of pride in the country as well. I'm not disagreeing. I just think it's just going through the motions for the sake of tradition and protocol.
Possibly.
And that's why I'm saying, I think if anything, William will probably be a completely different monarch to what has came before. I hope he will be.
I think he needs to be, doesn't he? We do need.
As I said, he seems to be the most normal of the fucking bunch.
Yeah.
The most down to earth, the most approachable, the most people type person. Not afraid of his public.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
William, he went to a higher end university, but he went to university.
Mm-hmm.
He served, he did, like we said earlier, he did proper military service.
Yeah.
Not like his fucking uncle.
I agree, Bill. I absolutely agree. Otherwise, like I said, if they didn't,
the question is,
if they didn't challenge Parliament more often, what's the fucking point? What is the point in them?
Things that have happened regarding the royal family, you know, Randy Andy, cover-ups. Are people going to be accepting of the royals? Because I think the royal family they've lost their way.
Again, I think that's what William will bring. He will make people accept him again.
You kind of need somebody who's...
Because, I mean, I'm all for it, to be honest. I'm not anti, as I said. I just don't see the point in the monarchy as it has been so far. I would hope that he'd be a more progressive and more proactive monarch. And I think he will be, in which case I'm all fucking for it.
Yeah. I mean, Charles is sort of a stopgap, let's be honest.
He's a bit of a fucking wet wipe.
He's
Well,
more of an ambassador than anything. He always has been. Most of the fucking royals have been just glorified ambassadors.
Yeah.
Camilla
And
Parker
as I
Bowles.
said, it's more of it's more in keeping the status quo and tradition, and having Parliament, when any kind of major bill changes coming around, they approach the monarch and say, "Are you okay with this?"
Well,
It's more out of tradition and protocol than anything else.
The royal family are going to do everything with 3 chords.
Yeah.
For the last 60 years.
The AC/DC of monarchs.
so long as they're wearing a pair of Levi's.
Not that status quo.
You see, we should have had Lemmy as king.
Absolutely, Martin.
That's what we should have had.
There's a lot of people actually thinking that Charles is going to abdicate soon anyway.
Yeah. He
Even
won't surprise
I've even
me,
heard a
did.
lot of political commentators even saying,
What, when he changes over to being a Muslim, which is why it looks like I think he's going to do.
I think he was just trying to be too progressive.
Well, I wish he'd progress his way out the door. And
It might be
take
sooner
that
than you think.
fucking
It might be
big
sooner than you think, man. I mean, I'm not being funny, but you don't have to be a fucking any kind of political expert or any kind of public behavioural expert to notice that public opinion is we like William.
Yeah.
Not really, but we didn't. We kind of said we liked all the rest of the royals, but Charles, Lizzie, well, she was a nice woman, you know. But William, fuck, he's a dude.
You see,
Charles isn't daft, right? He isn't daft. So I mean, he would want that for. Wouldn't you want that for the country? You know what I mean?
I wish Prince Charles had been like his dad. I loved Prince Philip. Prince Philip was
fucking Philip. Oh,
He was
Philip.
a bigoted old cunt.
Philip was fucking quality.
He was a bigoted old
He
cunt.
wasn't a bigot. He was not a bigot. He just put his foot in it a lot.
every fucking day.
Okay, let me put it a different way. He could be construed as being a complete bigot. He was just very, very of the old way.
He was, yeah.
And that's not what the fucking country needs right now, let's face it.
He was.
There's enough of that right now. There's enough of actual bigotry going on for somebody to have old attitudes that could be construed as being bigoted. Let me put it that way.
If we'd left Philip in charge, there'd be no Muslim problem because he'd throw them all out.
Okay.
Or declared war on them. We're taking the empire back. Oh, I actually liked Philip. I thought he was all right. I mean, some of the things he said in public were possibly a little bit
Cringy.
On the limit, on the line, weren't they? It's
like I said, he was very old country.
And then you had Elizabeth. You had Elizabeth sort of standing there saying, "Philip, shut up!
Shut the fuck up, silly old bastard."
I remember the spitting image puppets. I mean, that's the way they portrayed them. As he was the one that was always just saying really close to the bone shit, and she was fucking chastising him all the time for it.
It's not far from the truth, though.
Oh, no. Apparently not, because apparently behind closed doors, she was ruthless, but in a good way. Do you know what I mean? She liked to keep order.
But behind closed doors, he was
And
in
she had a
charge.
wicked sense of humour, apparently, as well.
Yeah, behind closed doors, he was in charge of the house. Philip was in charge. Yeah, Philip was in charge, mate.
And,
Obviously-
apparently, she used to sneak down to the guards and sneak them sandwiches, or try and sneak them sandwiches.
Could actually picture her doing that. I really could actually picture her doing that, just based on what I've heard William saying about her. Like, she was just a proper motherly type person. Do you know what I mean?
I have a lot of respect for Elizabeth. Is the fact that she was actually a really good mechanical engineer.
Yeah.
She knew her shit.
Well, her and her sister.
Yeah, they were both fucking good mechanics. You look on the Queen as being this woman who you did the old royal wave and all that. She was as down to earth as anybody when it came to it. Prince Charles, yeah.
That was exactly my point, Lisa, earlier on. That's why I think William is going to be good as far as a monarchy is concerned.
Yeah.
Because she did instill in him like a genuine kind of way to deal with people. You know,
a connection.
She was a genuine woman herself, and she was properly altruistic. She was a proper altruist. Wasn't just being charitable for the sake of being charitable and seen to be charitable. She done it because she felt she was in a position to do so, and felt like she was wanting to to do some good, and she instilled that in the kids.
Just a shame it didn't work with certain other parts of the family.
Yeah.
Well, sadly, they didn't have that fucking. Well, I'm not going to go into that. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Let's just say they cut off their nose to spite their face.
Yeah.
I mean, Prince Edward soon got out of there, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Him and Sophie live a very private life. And they make their own money. Yeah, he still does some of the royal stuff and the ambassadorial stuff, but him and his wife Sophie, they make their own.
Sort of quiet.
Yeah.
The worst one out of a lot of them, without a doubt, is Andy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
My mum's cousin was coxswain on the Royal Yacht back in the 50s.
I don't want to know what they were doing.
10 years he served as coxswain on there, and he met Andrew as a boy. And he said, and I quote, Dennis, wherever you are, oh, he's gone now, bless him. He said he wanted to throw the little cunt overboard. And that was when he was a child.
Again, going back to William, though, that's one thing that I've never saw in his personality is entitlement, privilege. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gratefulness that I've only ever seen. Maybe I'm reading it wrong, but that's all I've ever seen for him, is that he is grateful for where he is and who he is. Again, probably down to his mum.
Yeah. Oh, I think I have no doubts that Elizabeth
and his gran, apparently, because apparently Elizabeth doted on them, absolutely doted on all her kids and grandkids.
Yeah.
And she was a proper granny. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It wasn't like she was the monarch. You know, don't fuck with her. You know, it was like she was a proper granny.
Yeah.
Loved her loved her grandkids. You know, so I think that's why he is the way he is.
Fucking hell, well, I think we'll call it fucking hell 3 hours 40 minutes. Fucking hell.
I was just going to start on Queen Victoria's era.
Well, that will be getting towards Bill's era.
And then we can talk about, you know, the Scots trying to like shag Queen Victoria.
Fair game.
I'm not sure that's the right way to look at the
He didn't seem to dislike the fucking idea.
Well, Queen Victoria obviously didn't mind. Bill's flagging. What's new?
Well, he's getting old. I mean, he's a few hundred years old by now, old Bill. Keep walking up them 199 steps in his stilettos. It wears on you at his
It
age.
must be tiring. It must be.
Yeah.
Boy.
Bill witnessed the coronation of Elizabeth I.
Ah, got you.
Got you. And Victoria.
And Queenie.
There are rumours going around that Bill witnessed the Battle of 1066.
He started it.
He was the one that shot Harold in the eye.
Bill was practicing.
Good shot, Bill. Good shot.
Oh, bollocks. Shit.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I thought he started the Viking raids on on the island up in Northumberland.
Lindisfarne.
That's her.
Well, Bill did start it. He did do some pillaging and stealing, but he didn't get round to any raping because he was too tired.
Yeah, they didn't have nurse outfits back then. That's why.
There were no nurses available.
Oh, he needed a nap. He was getting a bit tired and he needed a nap for that bit.
He didn't fancy a monk.
It was the haircuts, though. I mean,
Yeah. They weren't much enough for him.
Do you know, I've still never tried mead.
It's nice.
So I've heard, and I really need to get some.
I have had mead from Lindisfarne.
I've not had it from Lindisfarne. I've tried it once.
Fucking expensive from there now.
Yeah, can imagine.
About 22 quid a bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bunny made some nice mead.
You can make mead yourself quite easily. On next week's show, we'll be making mead. Getting pissed.
Fuck's sake.
We will get you smacked off your tits.
Actually, do you know, Martin, my ex looked a bit like Boadicea. Well, she was an old dragon anyway.
There were a band that we saw a few years back, and they did a song called Boadicea.
Oh, God.
And
Then you've done a song called Boadicea.
Well, the chorus sort of went like, Boadicea, can you see her?
That's imaginative.
Clever lyrics there.
Yeah.
Clever. The lyricist was later taken out and shot.
They fucking out of it.
Jesus. Boadicea is actually a brilliant fucking track. It's the only decent thing she fucking did. Except for Look After Cats.
Boadicea.
Anyway, you guys want to say your goodbyes? Fucking hell, it's 10 to 1.
Yep. Right. Well, I'm not doing much as far as social media, YouTube, Twitch is concerned, but I am working on stuff. Still working on my own album, EP, whatever.
Be out
A
before
bare
I'm
bones of 14 tracks, and I have one that I recently started that I am so fucking proud of, and it's going to be a good one.
Nice. That's fucking
It's
good.
going
That.
to be good. Even I'll let Scott hear it, and that was 3 times. Good
I
thing
will
we're
be
finishing.
finishing now, so it don't matter.
Yep.
It's going to be
Even
called.
I let Scott hear it, and even he said it's got a really good atmosphere.
Oh, you're
and
going to
it's
be damned.
really
You
well
said
done.
it 4 times.
It's titled "Where the Fuck Is Anthrax?"
But yeah, cheers, guys. Been a good one, and see you in the next one.
Yeah, I'll do me good, boys. Not a lot to say. Random fucking show or what?
Yeah.
As always.
I will be back tomorrow on my channel with William if he's not died out there somewhere. But we'll be back tomorrow for a very random show because Bill and I will be on it, so it's bound to be random.
Yeah.
So
Don't
that should be
touch
it. So come on over and say hello if you're not busy.
Hello.
Yes. Away you go, Lee. Do your good, boys.
It's definitely been random. We've gone from Randy Andy to Bodicea.
That was a weird one.
Yeah.
Segways, what are they?
Hey, well, like we said, we're like Ozzy. We go on one tangent and then we go on to talk opposite tangent. Yeah. The next video might be a little bit of a vlog around a local music store. Yeah. It was rather interesting. They've got some cool stuff in there. Yeah.
I tried to think what he's bought this time.
Shh. I'm saying nothing.
Saying nothing.
But anyway,
I don't know what it is.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, we'll catch you on the next one.